Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Please remember, this trial is based on a true story. Only the names, faces, characteristics, defendants, accused, culprits, prosecutors, defense attorneys, assistants, judges, other characters, events, and details of the crime have been changed to protect the innocent and the guilty. Thank you very much for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? I enjoyed looking at the chat window for this because like as soon as we went live, there was like a couple seconds pause and then just four of you all commenting at the same time. How are you doing? I see Ray was here saying gibble gabbled. Don't know what that means, but it sounds quite eloquent. How you doing, Ray? Weedle says puppy kicker. I just assume at this point you must be introducing yourself, Weedle. Because I don't know what you'd be referencing with that, but how you doing, Weedle? Cookster says, this isn't Quebec. Yeah, and that's good news. Cookster, were you worried? Were you coming here going, aw, crap. I hope this isn't Quebec, but it probably is going to be Quebec. Yeah, we're not going to speak any Quebecois, French Canadian here. So you are safe, Cookster. But how you doing? Beowulf says, hello, lonely man. Hello, Beowulf. How are you doing? And Queen Katie says, howdy. I'm not counting this as catching up, by the way. I'm just saying hi to everybody, but how are y'all? I feel like it's already been a long time because we had to skip Friday's stream. It's definitely going to feel like on Tuesday a long time since we played Persona. I hope I remember how to play, but let's go ahead and load up the game and try to remind ourselves where we left off. So we're in the Cosmic Turnabout. So in this, Apollo's best buddy has been killed. But he says he's fine. He is fine. But we figured out that there was something wrong with our client was testifying that he didn't kill the guy. And he was saying like, I went and I took the elevator escape. We realized he was lying about elevators. He's being a sussy little baka, but hopefully not a murderous little baka. I mean, because there is a difference, but how are you all? How has your weekend been going so far? Miss you guys. But I mean, I did have fun. The past 2 days have been crazy busy though. But I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend so far. But okay, look at this. Mr. Starbuck, your statement is decidedly inconsistent with the facts. He just, crap, he's pulling a Wendy O bag, hiding behind his space helmet. What's with the helmet? Oh, mission command, do you read me? Come in, please. Oh, and that's the other thing, for those who weren't here. Solomon Starbuck apparently has severe PTSD from nearly like dying on a mission. And we're just like using this for comedic effect. We're just going, ha ha ha, PTSD is hilarious. Let's see, Queen Katie said, I'm doing great. That's even better than Apollo, who's just doing fine. So I assume you're doing as well as Apollo, and a childhood friend of yours has not died. Beowulf said, don't forget about the videos on Tuesday. I remember right now, but Beowulf, I may need a reminder on Tuesday. And thank you very much for like linking those in the Discord. I did see them there. I will make sure to check those out. But yeah, and by the way, is anybody having like spring break yet or something? Because my niece and nephews like had spring break. I think it was this past week. It was for all of them. I think it might not have been for my niece. Although my niece's birthday was yesterday. And so, I mean, have people been off doing things? Are you planning on doing things? For me, when I was like in school, our spring break was always the week leading up to Easter. So I feel like mine would be done by now, but things were crazy busy at work. And don't forget, some big stuff happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's the Wii U shop, and is it the 3DS? Like all online services for Nintendo Wii U and 3DS discontinue. And there's like a total solar eclipse. I hope they time it with the eclipse, that like as soon as it reaches totality, the Wii U online services and 3DS services just like explode. I think that would be like a really cool way to time it. but then again, I am a dork and should not be trusted to make those types of decisions. Quick Katie said, I'm glad I finally clipped the clip I wanted to clip last stream. Oh, I saw it. Wait, crap. Did I comment on it? I can't remember if I had time to comment on it or not. I did see you posted that. Thank you very much for posting that, Queen Katie. I was confused by the title at first, like what it was going to be, but then I saw it. And yeah, I just black. I think I commented on it. But anyway, okay. Let's see what's that. Wow, objection. How dare you have PTSD? This is Mission Command. I order you to pay attention. Stop this nonsense and answer my questions, Mr. Starbuck. Oh, my helmet! My oxygen! I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. But it's funny because he thinks he's dying. Oxygen concentration and body temperature declining. Requesting medical assistance. Dead. Well, can't be declared guilty if he's dead. Mr. Starbuck, we are not in space right now. Well, I mean, technically we are, but only because the Earth is in space. Everything's in space. Please stop pretending you have lost consciousness and stand back up. I apologize, Your Honor. I forgot I was still on Earth. I feel like we all just got a real glimpse of Solomon Starbuck at the moment. Yeah, he's... Oh! Thank you, Tomcat. Okay, I'll read some more in the chat. I feel like we haven't had a whole lot of chatting going on so far, so I don't know what I'm behind on yet. But thank you, Tomcat. Let me get to some background music, though. I prefer to read the chat. Well, we have some soothing, melodic beep boops going in the background. If you'll excuse the technical musical terminology, jargon, if you will. Jargon is just technical terminology for terminology, which is unofficial jargon. I don't know. Yeah, he seemed more like an astronaut now than when he was doing all that sighing. Mr. Starbuck, could you please explain the inconsistency in your statement about how you use the middle-level elevator? I was nervous and I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I actually took a different route, I think. But this will be great because this will prove that his buddy, what was the victim's name? Apollo's friend was conscious because the only other way that he could have gotten down was on the ladder. And if they went down the ladder, that other guy probably would have had to still be alive at this point. I think that's going to be the logic we're gonna go with here. A different route. I hope you're able to deliver a straight story this time. I'm quite tired of all your gay stories. Seek straight guy. I'll get it right this time. Maybe? No, I mean, probably. Probably. It's understandable to be nervous, but let me remind you, accuracy is paramount in court. Okay, now we're going to get some background music and I'll read some more in the chat. Witness testimony, my escape. Oh, so this will be, somebody I think last time said that we only had one cross-examination left, so this will hopefully wrap up the trial. So wait, hang on. Is it this trial? Or is it going to be the day 2 trial when we explode? No, actually, don't tell me. I think one of these trials we're going to explode. So that'll be fun. All right, now I'm going to read some more in the chat. Now that we got some music going here. Beowulf says, won't be there for the start, but once I'm home and you get to me, then videos. Okay, in that case, Beowulf, like, let me know as soon as you're ready for them on Tuesday, because I just want to make sure that you're here for that. Ray says, I'm on spring break. Yay! Awesome, Ray. Are you doing anything fun for spring break? You like going out of town, doing any activities, or are you just like chilling at home, enjoying not having school responsibilities? Quick Katie said, I've mostly been rereading an old fanfic that I thought was deleted, but apparently not. Dope. Is it one that you wrote and you thought you deleted, or one from the internet that you thought was like deleted off the internet? Either way, nice. Good, good, good. Ray says, also, Beyond the Spider-Verse was supposed to be released last week, however, got delayed, which is a good sign. So they released a short called The Spider Within, which is about anxiety and mental health. I have mixed feelings about that. I think I talked about it briefly a couple of streams ago, because maybe I did. Maybe I talked about it with friends. I can't remember. Because it was supposed to have been released, got delayed. Again, like you said, probably a good thing, because it seemed a bit unrealistic considering how long the first part of Beyond, or Across the Spider-Verse took. They'd be able to rush through Beyond like that. Because I watched that short. What? See, that's what I was talking about. That's the technical jargon. Vero was just making music. That's. Oh, if only TTS Girl had synced up to this. I'm gonna try and do it. Do. Peep pop pip. Peep pop peep po pop. How you doing, Vero? Thank you for the 10 bits. But yeah, like I was saying, I feel like the short that they did for Beyond the Spider-Verse, it feels like when they had that most recent Puss in Boots movie, and I still haven't seen it, but I've heard that they had like a very either realistic or at least real feeling depiction of an anxiety attack, and it got like all this great praise for its depiction. And I just worry now that you'll have stuff like the Spider-Verse people going, it's like, well, we want to cash in on that, and I don't want to see that become something that's just like a cash and notoriety grab, if that makes sense. I worry about that type of thing. It feels sleazy to me when it's like, yeah, people really loved that depiction of this sensitive topic, so let's get some money and depict that sensitive topic ourselves. But maybe I'm just overthinking things. But yeah, you can check it out if you haven't. But how you doing, Vero? Welcome. Wait, Vero, because you're doing teaching. Are you on spring break? Because spring break is for teachers too, right? I think. See, all right, let's see my escape route. What I said before was a mistake. I remember now. I took a different route. Maybe, probably. With the capsule and clay in my arms, I made my way down from the upper level. Okay, so obviously we're gonna have to press one of those statements. And again, I think we're gonna find out that he was on the ladder, which would mean that, maybe that's what we'll present, that he couldn't have had them both in his arms if the only other route was down the ladder. So you're saying you escaped without using the elevator? That's right. There's a ladder that spans the upper and middle levels. Ladder? No? All right, so we're cool just calling it a ladder. Okay, good. Never know in this game. I used that ladder to get to the middle level. Luckily, the fire hadn't reached the ladder, so we could make our escape that way. Pew! And the capsule you mentioned. I suppose you mean this thing next to Mr. Terran here. Was the capsule that important that you'd risk your life to take it with you? Well, we learned last time it contains like asteroid samples. Maybe that's what the murder was. Somebody murdered Clay Terran to try and get a hold of the asteroid samples to like sell them. Maybe find a cure for incuritis finally. It almost goes without saying, but yeah, that capsule contains asteroid samples. Therefore, it's invaluable as research material. With his spacesuit on, Clay weighed a ton, but securing the capsule was also important. I need you to answer to the best of your ability. Mr. Starbuck, please remember that your verdict is riding on your testimony. Maybe I am guilty after all. I wonder if you can see the stars in prison. I bet it's more comfortable than a spaceship. Well, it won't go into space as much. All right, so I'm going to read some more in the chat. Well, actually, we need to remember to save. We always save at the beginning of a cross-examination because we save scummers who scum our saves. Let's see. Hang on. Let me press the button. Hold on. I'm going to press the save button. Save. And we're going to keep staggering our saves. Let's see. Queen Katie says, Solomon and Edgeworth having their PTSD used for comedy effects. Well, I mean, okay. When you put it that way, I feel bad because I've made fun of Edgeworth a whole bunch of times, especially in his game. Just the whole thing with like finding dead bodies in elevators and stuff like that. Queen Katie's at Twitch. Cooperate with me, please. Well, wait, is Twitch giving you guys problems? Everything working? A-okay? Am I lagging real bad? And Weedle says, boo, ah! Weedle, why you gotta be... It's like Crystal isn't even here yet, and you're being scary on her behalf. Queen Katie says, I was in a friend stream earlier today and was buffering like wild during it. Okay, so is Twitch having issues? Is anybody else experiencing stuttering issues? Marco, Polo? I don't know. Ray says post-traumatic stress disorder is so funny. Good job of the very funny and original jokes. Writers should worked on Phoenix Wright. Wait, Phoenix Wright Apollo Justice? Is that going to be like the next game? They just run out of names. It's Phoenix Wright Apollo Justice. Ray says that should die. Okay, there we go. Quick Katie says, oh, right, gotta grab the guide, lol. Okay, there's one more cross-examination after the elevator thing, then some blah, blah, blah stuff, and maybe we'll leave the trial this stream. I'm confident we'll finish this trial this stream. I hope. It'd be sad if we're still in the trial at the end of this stream. Cookster says, we've done enough setting the story straight. What if we set the story gay instead? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why set the story straight? Why not? You know, a certain percentage of the time, set the story gay. Cookster, you understand. You understand. Thank you very much, Cookster. Again, I love your commentary. Okay, so we got to press on every statement. Let's see my escape route. What I said before was a mistake. How could you mistake such a basic fact? Hey, everybody makes mistakes, but try thinking about the vastness of space instead. From Earth, it takes 4 light years to travel to our nearest neighboring star. So you see, compared to the vast expanse of space, human error is insignificant. I wish he'd consider it just a little more significant than 0. Huh. Enough jabbering. Get on with your testimony. So there, you all learned a space fact, and we got that from a game that is no longer rated M for mature, unlike Persona games, which are like dropping F-bombs and blood and stuff like that, and now basic high school level education. I remember now, I took a different route, maybe, probably. Maybe, probably. Did I hear you right, Mr. Starbuck? I didn't say either of those things. Mission control, come in, please. An error has occurred in the sound system. Activate the emergency tin can telephone. Oh, no! Tin can telephones are ineffective in the vacuum of space. I was actually just about to ask that. If you could still have would it still vibrate? Because, like, sound waves can't travel if there's no air. You know, we're just going to let him die a little bit. Because, I think that's what we gotta do. All right, let me read some more in the chat, though. Quick Katie said, we might get to go outside. Maybe we could go to space. Wouldn't that be amazing if we had, like, the next day of trial in space? Cookster says, wait, that's just yaoi. Well, I mean, as we've established in previous streams for these games, was it the character designer who was? I think Vera would remember. The character designer, wasn't he like a yaoi artist? And that's why everybody has, like, really big detailed hands, like when they do the objection. They're big old yaoi hands. Kukedi says, I mean, the boom is a surprise. I'm sure you'll know. Oh, for when the bomb goes off. I don't know, could be a very subtle bomb. You never know. You'll never know. Diddy says, hey, sup, Logan, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I think all things considered, this week has been a very long, busy, stressful week. But I'm excited to hang out with y'all. How are you doing, Diddy? Extemporaneous! And what's happening, peeps? How you doing, Extemporaneous? Good to see you. Welcome. How is your weekend going? Are you, who all else is currently observing, celebrating spring break, I suppose? Okay. Silence. Stop this nonsense, or I will sever you and your tin can telephone. All right, I'm begging you. I'll tell the truth. Just don't sever anything. Apollo, is he going to be all right? I'm starting to think he's not. Yeah. Also, you shouldn't worry about the bird. Birds can't fly in space. That requires air. I think most things in life require air. I could be wrong. But if any of you can think of something in life that does not require air, I was swimming. If any of you can think of anything other than swimming, photosynthesis. If any of you can think of anything other than swimming or photosynthesis that doesn't require air. Holding your breath. If any of you can think of anything other than swimming, photosynthesis, or holding your breath.
TTS, who knows? Maybe birds can fly in space.
Maybe. How would they be able to, though? Because, like, why? Thank you, Krista, for the Tom. I was like, wow, she was so nice. She didn't even say boo. She wasn't being scary for once. Thank you, Krista. Besides, Weedle already said boo on your behalf. But how you doing, Crystal? Welcome. What about you? How was your weekend? You got spring break going on? Quick Kitty said, nah, I'm not a rider. It's an old Red versus Blue Ruby crossover pick. Red versus Blue, that's like the old like Halo series, right? Where they're like all Halo type of Spartans, but Red versus Blue. I think it says we're Team Ruby. React to Red versus Blue. We'll read one more comment. We'll go back to the game. Ray says, probably gonna hang out with friends. I think that's a fun thing to do for spring break. I should probably do more of that. I was just talking to our buddy Clam last night, how I ought to get out more, be more involved with people like in person. It's just a little bit harder done than said. Easier said than done, I think is how it goes. Anyway, I'm gonna have a sip of water and then we're gonna play some game. Let's see, so, about when we were running away, ... Okay, so this is gonna be the one that we're gonna present evidence. We're gonna show the diagram. Wait. No, we're probably, because he mentioned the ladder. So we're going to present either the diagram showing the ladder, except it doesn't contradict because it said the ladder, or we'll show the photo of him carrying Clay and say like, look, you wouldn't have been able to get down a ladder like that. Because with a capsule and Clay in my arms, I made my way down from the upper level. We're gonna present one of those. The game is gonna be mean to me, unless the game will let me present either of those to count, but it probably won't. Hold it! At the upper level of the launch pad area. That's right, that's what I said, isn't it? Granted, that route does exist. So to recap, you had Clay over your right shoulder and the capsule in your left hand. And by the way, just so you know, for those who weren't here last time, what my theory is, when we take a look at this photo, because they got their helmets on, I think it was Clay that was actually conscious, and he was dragging our little buddy down here. But this photo will show that, yeah, you would have been able to climb a ladder like that. Yeah, it's really important, so I couldn't let it get burned up. So even though Clay was really heavy, I couldn't afford to carry him with both hands. I did the best I could with him over one shoulder and the capsule in my other hand, using then my other two hands to climb down the ladder. I don't think the meaning of what he's just said has hit him yet. You know what you have to do with that statement, Justice Dono. Yes, I know! Well, I've come this far. No turning back now. It's time to present some evidence. So Mr. Starbuck escaped with Clay and the capsule, which means it's just like in the footage. I can see why he couldn't run, though. He must have weighed over 200 pounds just by himself. Yeah, and he had to support Clay, who was another 200 pounds. Plus, he had to ensure the safety of that capsule. I don't think I could even walk under those circumstances. Walking straight forward is probably about all I would have been able to manage, let alone going down a ladder. Okay, so we're going over there. We're gonna save before we present evidence, just in case the game's gonna be all nitpicky about which piece of evidence we're gonna present. That's the game farting. Games do that sometimes. Let's see, December says, random Transformers check. Red Leader Caminus. Okay, well, Caminus is a Transformers colony planet. And so Red Leader, I'm assuming, is probably just gonna be from one of the group shots. There was a character in one of the scenes in Caminus who was red, who didn't have an actual name. That'd be my guess on that one, extemporaneous. Not to be confused with Big Red, who is another large red, at one point nameless Autobot in the comics. Diddy says, I watched the new Spider-Man movie. Oh, wait, which one? Because we were just talking about Beyond the Spider-Verse getting delayed. Did you see Across the Spider-Verse? Did you enjoy it, or do you mean No Way Home? Because when did that was a few years ago, though. How'd you like it, Diddy? Vera says, hey guys! There's Vera. How you doing, Vero? Cookster says, Baldur's Gate skill check. Wisdom. Oh, crap, I don't have a die here. Also, I don't know what my wisdom skill is. Hang on. I gotta do a roll 20 for my wisdom check. 4. You know, I don't know what my wisdom is, but even with a modifier, I'm pretty sure I failed that roll. So what happens now, Cookster? You're the DM. You got to tell me what happened now that I rolled that. Exterminator says, Lurk 1159. Can Extemp finish homework in time? Dun, dun, dun. Or will his professors cry? Well, is it the professors who cry or is it the students? But either way, Extemporaneous, you got this. You can get it done. I believe in you. And hopefully see when you get back and you're done doing your homework. Quick Kid said, Miku be like, po, pee, pee, po, 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 pee, 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 po, 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 po. I can't do a Miku impression. Wasn't there like something like, I don't know if this counts as a controversy, but I saw a bunch of people complaining online that I guess there was like a really expensive Hatsune Miku concert that they were selling tickets for and people went to. And instead of having like holograms set up on stage like they usually do for those type of things, they just had like a big like screen and just had like pictures of Miku, which doesn't sound as cool as holograms, to be honest. Holograms, for one thing, seem high-tech and futury. Fear said, Starbucks, pee pee po, pee 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 po 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 po. Oh, wait, are those also the noises when he was like pressing all the buttons and dials and everything? Diddy says, Logan, I'm here. Yes, Diddy, I see you. I see you here. I see you. How are?
Oh yeah, the Miku Expo. It was sponsored by Crunchyroll too.
Can I just blame it on Crunchyroll? Can we do that? I think that's fair. Yeah. Crunchyroll's fault. I doubt sponsors. Well, it depends on how much they're. Maybe if they're sponsoring it, maybe they were like funding it, and they're just like, you want money for holograms? No, here's a flat screen. Go out there on stage, knock them dead, Miku. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. Okay, so it was the Miku. Wait, Miku Expo? So was it like a full on? Is it a full-on convention? Do Vocaloids have entire conventions, or is it just that's like a really fancy name for just the concert? Where's Wendy Wonka when we need her? We need her to explain all the intricacies of Vocaloid stuff. Thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate it. Let me have a sip of water. We'll present some evidence, then I will read some more in the chat. Hang on. Okay. So with the capsule and clay in my arms, I made my way down from the upper level. I'm pretty sure we saved. I'm gonna double check, triple check, save again right now. And we'll try presenting the diagram to show that he would have had to use a ladder, even though he actually did say that after technically completing the cross-examination statements here. So we're gonna present this. If this doesn't work, then we're gonna reload and present the picture showing him with his arms full. Let's try and present it.
Objection!
Got it! Mr. Starbuck, why don't you just tell me the truth, huh? Come on. The truth? Let's see. The Earth is blue. I mean, it has some green on it. White too, if you count the clouds. Brown for the desert. Mostly blue. No. That's not right. So, I guess the Earth isn't blue. The Earth isn't blue. Yeah. That's it. It's the sky that's blue. The Earth just looks blue because the sky is in the way when you look at it from space. Space science. Ha! The truth, Mr. Starbuck! The oxygen concentration is super low in this area! Prepare emergency oxygen tanks! Mr. Justice, the witness appears confused. Please help draw out the truth from him. Don't you have like superpowers or something? Just use it. I allow whatever in this courtroom. Mr. Starbuck, under the circumstances at the time, you couldn't possibly have reached the Borden Lounge via the upper level route. Huh? Not as long as this was along the escape route, so I'm gonna have to click the ladder. Click the ladder. There we go. Click it. To get down from the upper level to the middle level where the launch pad 1 corridor is, you would have to go down the ladder. Isn't that right, Mr. Starbuck? Of course, that was the only way we could escape.
Objection!
How would that work? At the time, you were supporting Mr. Terran over your shoulder, were you not? And remember, he was in full space gear as well as putting him at over 200 pounds. Well, it's easy. On the moon, gravity is only 1/6 of what it is on Earth.
Objection!
Well, that is true. That is technically true. But the space center is located on Earth. Short of being an octopus, climbing a ladder with an adult male in space gear in one arm, while carrying the capsule in your other is impossible, wouldn't you say? I think it'd still be hard for an octopus. So, Mr. Starbuck, how are exactly did you climb down that ladder with your arms full? Aha! Ha! Mr. Starbuck, come clean and tell us the truth now! I'm gonna read some more in the chat. Because I miss you guys. Okay, gotta read some in the chat. Cookster says, see, you can tell he's probably evil because his hair's built like a paintbrush. Well, Cookster, oh, wait, crap, a poll just appeared. Hang on. Current poll, can we blame Crunchyroll on anything and everything? Absolutely. Why are we blaming them? They made Logan lonely. Wait, they're the ones who did it. Because we're blaming them for anything. Says, please file my taxes. Oh, crap, I still need to do that. I got 1 week left. I keep forgetting. I've got, I was about to reach over and grab my tax forms and show you how many tax forms I have, but then I just realized you might be able to, like, read personally identifiable information on them. And Beowulf, I am trying my best to not dox myself, but I got a pile of tax forms over here. I'm just going to see how many I got. I got 1, 2, 3, only 5 this year. So that's better. Okay, so cast your ballots in the voting now. But yeah, dude, Cookster, I don't know if you were here last time when we realized that his hair, I think, is supposed to be shaped like a rocket. Because, like, pointed, it has, like, the red little nose cone, and then it flares out where they have, like, the tail fins at the bottom. But, it's a paintbrush. Paintbrush is just nature's rocket. Vera says, I'm on break. Yeah, nice, Vero. Does that mean that you're able to hopefully get enough sleep? Because I love seeing you here, but I always feel bad that you have to wake up so early to hang out with us. Widow said, I beat Rain World, so I'm going to play as the Hunter tonight. Oh, is that the because I saw you playing a little bit a while back as a Hunter. Was that one of those big monsters that were following you around? Widow says, I'm excited.
CTS, if anything bad happening, blame Crunchyroll. And Gurgura Kutami, mangaka of JJK.
Well, you know what? Jujutsu Kaisen, I love that anime, but like this past season messed me up. I haven't like felt that messed up watching an anime since probably the Chimera Ants arc in Hunter x Hunter. Just with like bad stuff is happening to characters. Why does it keep happening? But yes, that's a good point. I think that is fair as well, Crystal. Right now it's a 3-way tie. So go ahead, cast your votes while you can. And there we go. The poll is done. So 3-way tie between absolutely. Why are we blaming them? And they made Logan lonely. Let's see. Where to leave off? Weedle said, I read that. Diddy said, what did you do today? Today was like I slept in later than I ought to have today, probably, because the last couple of days were crazy. Like I worked during the day. Like yesterday, I get up early. I work. I go do a play in the evening, and then I did improv after the play, and then I went home and I passed out. So today was a bit of my catch-up day, a little bit. But what about you? Weedle says, the ending was crazy. All right, we'll read one more comment, and then we'll get back to this. Ray says, yeah, the Puss in Boots movie did have a good way to show anxiety and bring attention to it. The Spider-Man short, however, was all for a charity and was made to bring attention. Okay, so that's good then. Basically telling people you're not alone in this feeling, like the message in the first Spider-Verse movie. Okay, so that makes me feel better if it was actually like doing stuff for a charity rather than just like trying to cash in on like, oh, this is what people think is cool. It's like whenever you see a movie that's like total Oscar bait and is just doing stuff not because you actually have a good message about it, but it's like, this is the type of movie that wins Oscars. That's what producers sound like. They sound like this. Okay, Mr. Starbuck, come clean and tell us the truth now. Engineer, where's that engineer? Oxygen leak detected due to fall. Whoa! What the? He's flying the cope! I don't see him anymore. I think he disappeared. Help! I'm caught on the ceiling! Help! Anyone? Bailiff! Prepare the cherry picker! Love the idea they just have a cherry picker on hand at the courthouse. We must launch our rescue mission at once! What is happening? Well, that's one way to take off while being questioned. I'd rather prove his innocence so we can go to space again someday for real. I don't think he should go to space. Nothing about his testimony is convincing me that he should be an astronaut for real. Huh? What?
Bailiff, whack his beak.
Bailiff, whack his... Thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. Yeah, I sometimes I don't even know what's going on in this game anymore. But they got him down, apparently. Now then, Mr. Starbuck, do you think you could keep your feet planted on the ground?
Yes, I apologize for losing control.
Are you ready to tell us the truth? Not that! Oh, anything but that! What is going on? That's my question exactly, Apollo. This isn't the Mr. Starbuck I know. Okay, so obviously is he embarrassed that he got clobbered unconscious and he was the one who was dragged to safety and that he was not the hero?
It appears Space Boy is prone to deception.
Huh. Witness. Yikes! Yes?
I thought your story odd, but perhaps the inconsistencies can be explained as the result of a medical side effect.
Prosecutor Blackwell, please! Please don't talk about that! What are you talking about, Prosecutor Blackwell? Clearly, he is not a man who needs medicine.
Didn't I already state that Space Boy is ironically terrified of going into space?
Oh, that's right, his spaceophobia, cosmophobia, whatever it's called, medicine.
That's why he took some precautions just before the launch. For you see, traces of this anti-anxiety drug were found in his system.
Here's the question. We were talking earlier, just a few moments ago, about Puss in Boots and Beyond the Spider-Verse. Well, I guess Across the Spider-Verse, whichever. Their depictions of anxiety attacks. I still haven't seen Puss in Boots. And I haven't ever had, thank goodness, I haven't ever had like a real anxiety attack. Is this an accurate depiction of anxiety attacks, I wonder? Are we just raising more awareness ourselves with this? What do you think, Ray? Oh, I sense things were about to nosedive. You got it all wrong. I told him during the investigation, too. That those weren't anti-anxiety pills. They were recreational drugs. I do several drugs every day. I go to my local drug dealer and I'm like, give me a whole pallet of drug. And I don't know anything about any drugs. I never took any medication. It was found in his system, but he doesn't remember taking it. Oh, so was it like, did someone spike his drink with the medicine? How could that be? Somebody must have slipped them to me. But I guess maybe that's why I don't remember. Because of the side effects. Yeah, that's why I don't remember much about what really happened. Kids, say no to drugs. What? Hubbub, hubbub, hubbub. I was in the DARE program when I was in school. Order in the court. We can't get any useful testimony out of him if he doesn't remember anything. Well, this certainly explains why his testimony kept changing. Why didn't he just tell me he couldn't remember? Let me read some more in the chat, by the way. I would also, by the way, want to ask you guys, so in the next, week or two, we're probably going to add another Just Chatting stream. Like I said, we're going to do those maybe once a month, try it out until we get tired of them. I would love to hear if anybody has any ideas for fun things to talk about. I was thinking about maybe when I post the schedule tomorrow, also including a form, kind of like we have for our confessions form. We could do like an informal Ask Me Anything, and I could just answer some anonymous Ask Me Anything type of questions. We could do, I was talking before about maybe having chat crowdsource a fake dating profile for me to see what y'all think that would be. But I would love it if anybody else has any ideas for other things to hear those. Let's see. Cookster said, the world had rain. Indeed it did. That's why it's called Rain World. Queen Katie said, Twitch, stop pranking me with the stutters. Is this still happening, Queen Katie? Says, I don't know if it's just me, but on my side, there's a lot of buffering and stuttering going on right now. Here, let me see. I'm gonna bring up the stream onto another screen. Okay, okay, it looks smooth on my end. Is anybody else having problems? Queen Katie said, for all I know, I'm lagging a lot behind here. A la Logan mode. So you're experiencing what I experience. Diddy says, Logan, cool. Well, I wish I was cool. But Diddy, I regret to inform you, I'm very much not cool. But I try to have fun. Viewer said, it's going okay for me. Okay, that's good. Oh, and Gallop redeemed the battle, I was about to say Battlestar Galactica 3. Baldur's Gate 3. Approve. Wait, Gallop, how you doing? What did you approve, Gallop? Bill said, last wish was so good. We just said, Logan Robo, you are bound to fall and accidentally eat Fun Dip. Is that how it works? Like I'm gonna trip and fall face first in that box of Fun Dip that you got for me? Oh, the poll is up again. To make sure, is stream stuttering for you?
Boo.
Ah!
JK, it's Wendy. I just finished work and I'm working on my homework that I've procrastinated on cause I broke my toe on Friday. Pensive face, but we surviving out here.
Wait, you broke your toe? Are you okay? Do you have to like get it in a cast, or is that one of those things where it's like toes are too small? Just wear a looser shoe or something. But Wendy, thank you so much for the 10 bits. How are you doing? We were just talking about you earlier because we were talking about how apparently there was something with, I think Vero called it the Miku Expo. That there was a Hatsune Miku concert that people on the internet are upset about because instead of having like fancy holograms, they just basically had a big flat screen. And we were trying to decide if we are justified in blaming that on Crunchyroll. And I said, if only Wendy was here, we'd be able to know. So Wendy, I would love to hear your take on that. And yes, don't forget everybody, if you can vote in the poll so we can find out if the stuttering is just happening on Queen Katie's end or if anybody else is having any lagging issues. If it is on your end, Queen Katie, I'm sorry. I wish I had advice other than like refresh the stream, but I'm sure you've probably already tried that. But how other than the broken toe and the homework, I hope you're doing well. Wendy, when do you have spring break? Everybody's been talking about when spring break is and everything. But also, speaking of injuries, like I re-injured my shoulder that I had hurt at the gym and re-injured it. I was trying to talk to a buddy of mine. Does anybody know like a good way to, I got like a cheap shoulder brace at Walmart, but it doesn't seem to do anything. And I wish there was something, if anybody knows like good stuff, I may have already asked this on stream. Anyway, let me read 2 more comments, we'll go back in the game. Queen Katie said, okay, hoping I don't jinx it, but it seems to be calm now. No stutters or buffers anymore. Okay, that's good. Vera says, silence, Justice Dono, get on Bed Wars. Oh my gosh, I love the idea of the defense attorneys and the prosecutors, like after hours when they finish their investigation, going home and like playing online games together. Okay, looks like the poll is done. 100% says no. So I'm hoping that maybe includes Queen Katie, so I hope it got better. What? Okay, I think TTS Girl is delayed, so we'll play and eventually...
TTS, yeah, the Miku Expo T. A lot of PPL are saying that the hologram screen is being used for her Coachella appearance in the summer, but ain't no way they only have one in the world. We are hoping this was just a thing with that venue in particular.
I love it how it was with her Coachella appearance in the summer. Okay, so I guess that maybe explains it. That seems like a bit of a cop-out explanation. Yeah, because why would you have only one? I mean, maybe they do only have one, but that seems not planning ahead. So, okay, so thank you for the explanation, because I knew that you would have, like, more information on that. So thank you very much, Wendy. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's play some more of the game here and see what's happening. Why didn't he just tell me he couldn't remember? I guess he didn't want anybody to find out he was terrified of going into space. Maybe I really did do it?
Which brings us to the answer of our original question of how the witness climbed down the ladder with a dead body.
Well, okay, if we are to accept this explanation that he can't remember anything because he's all hopped up on anti-anxiety meds, then we ought to easily be able to say, like, Judge, we need his testimony to know what's going on. Can we just adjourn for the day and then come back tomorrow when the medicine has worked its way out of his system? Oh, it does? Well, huh? So what is it?
A dead man feels no pain and makes no complaints, Justice Dono.
And a live man can climb down on his own. Black-willed Kohai.
So the body was simply dropped down from the top of the ladder.
Oh my, I see. And then the defendant could climb down with his free hand. Well, are there bruises on the body? That was the whole thing that we talked about in the previous trial. Was that the body that was supposedly dropped down from the art room, which found out that wasn't what happened, but hypothetically, running with that theory, that it would have had to land on like a big soft squishy mat in order to not have like bruises all over it.
Objection!
Oh, Apollo, please be smart. Drop the body. Who will do such a disrespectful thing? Certainly not out of an art room window. Besides, dropping the body would leave marks on the body itself. Thank you. Apollo is like the one guy here who knows what he's doing. Everybody else is so bad at this. See, Crystal says, Ray says, the color orange doesn't require air. Oh, you're right. Another reason why orange is the best color. But have you seen those videos where like people take a color strip and like take it down deep underwater, and there's like some weird thing that happens when you get really, really down deep underwater. It's like the water pressure causes light refraction to go kind of haywire and weird, and like colors change at the bottom of the ocean. Quick Kitty said, yep, red versus blue is Halo. Never played it, but the show is neat. And Weedle says to Crystal, hi! People said, true, light doesn't require air. Okay, so really, apparently many things don't require air. Quick Kitty said, I have faith in Logan for this cross-examination, because surely he'll know what to do right here. I got it right with the Bahawa.
It's because he graduated normally. It's always gifted children who become lawyers at 16 that mess up the most.
Or people who graduate from art school and then swallow a glass necklace, and somehow after that people are like, yep, give that man an attorney's badge. But okay, so it's just because Apollo just went to regular law school and is just trying to be a normal, he's got his magic bracelet, but other than that, a normal attorney who also wears a very weird eye patch thing, claiming it's, but I'm not allowed to talk about what it's for, because last time y'all got grossed out. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vera. I appreciate it.
So, you're capable of quick thinking. Yes, you are correct.
Oh, is he gonna say there are marks on the body? Oh, really? Oh, thanks. What? What's this? Oh, that's okay. It's the oxygen pump thing. What over here? And somehow the fact that this one says 50 is gonna be significant later on. It's either gonna be 50. Oh, you know what it probably is? I bet we're gonna say something about how like everybody's gonna say, oh, this is 50, and then somebody else is gonna say, no, it's 05, because if it's on your own arm, you look up at it like that and you see it, so you want it right side up to yourself. I bet that's gonna happen. It's not gonna be 50, it's gonna be 05 or something.
It's the oxygen tank from the victim's spacesuit. It's ruptured, and I'm sure you can figure out why.
Oh, you can't be implying it ruptured when the defendant dropped the victim's body. Oh, I guess we can maybe say the spacesuits are so thick that they would pad the body from bruises.
I am, for they fracture easily when struck.
Objection!
But again, I bet that the person standing up in the photo is actually Clay, and then that's going to show that he wasn't attacked until after he dragged Solomon Starbuck. But I feel bad making these guesses sometimes because I've been going back and watching a lot of old VODs, and I realize like I make all these guesses like, oh, I bet this is what's happened, and I am like wrong 90% of the time. Even if that's true, the tank's explosion and shrapnel would leave marks on the body. Wait, who said it exploded? Yet, according to the autopsy report, only the knife wound was found on the victim's body. Huh? You're clearly grasping at straws with this line of reasoning.
Silence.
A spacesuit isn't heavy just for the sake of being heavy, Justice Dono. It includes the latest technological devices and is made of the fabric of tomorrow.
Which apparently can't protect against stab wounds. I'll read a couple more comments. Crystal says, no break, just class suspended because the heat index law, we are 36 Celsius or 96.8 Fahrenheit. That is, wait, Crystal, I'm trying to remember. Because where you live, I can't remember if you were talking about how it's always much colder than the rest of us experience or always much hotter than the rest of us. Because like 96.8 Fahrenheit is a lot. But like that was never cancelable for school for me. I think the only time I've ever had it where it's like, why? Anyways, I was saying, I think the only time I've had it where the heat was bad enough that I remember being advised to stay in was when it was about 115, 118, something like that. Crystal says, Tweedle, ahoy! Quick Kitty says, truly, the Space Larry for sure. Space Larry, Larryan in space. Crystal says, I'm burning, please get some shade. Get like a fan, a circular fan. Get like a nice, icy, cool drink. Crystal, please don't get heat stroke. Bailo said, plot twist, he is Larry, just going by a different name. In that case, Larry, you monster. I hope he gets convicted. Okay. Oh, it looks like Rukov was the one who did the objection. Welcome, Rukov! How are you doing? Good to see you, man. How is your weekend going? Okay, let's play a little bit more.
This fabric is made to protect the astronauts from the dangers of space. So, falling a few Earth yards would hardly leave a mark on the wearer.
Blackwell, yards are the same length in space. If you go to a moon, a yard isn't suddenly like longer or shorter. An Earth yard, it's a yard. I don't know how many inches that is because it's a weird unit of measurement, Blackwell. I will acknowledge that. But it's not that because we're on Earth. Blackwell. Ah! Oh crap, that was just the game! You guys got me jumpy!
Just coming here to say hi and bye. Rukov must sleep.
Good night, Rukov, then sleep well. Thank you for popping in to say hi. Sorry that it wasn't for very long, but I hope you get enough sleep for tomorrow. And rest well. As always, if you can't sleep, feel free to come back and hang out. We love having you here. Good night, Rukov, bye! And that's just lucky because now Rukov and Vero don't have to fight each other again over moderator powers. But thank you very much, Rukov, for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Then shouldn't it be impossible to stab someone through it as well?
It should, and yet through sheer coincidence, the knife slipped through a weak spot in the suit's structure and found its way to its target.
Okay, that better not really be a coincidence. There better be some explanation for it. I hate when there's coincidences like that. Let's see, Queen Katie said, yeah, you go, Logan. Oh, and there's a clip. There is a clip in the chat. Let me load this up in the clip viewer so we can all watch it together before we get back into the game. As always, the first clip of the night takes just a little bit longer to load up than subsequent clips will. This clip is titled, Starbuck the Science Guy, Bill Nye Theme Plays. Okay, let's go ahead and load this up and see. Oh, I gotta unmute it there. There we go, let's watch this.
See, the Earth is blue. I mean, it has
Oh, is
some
this
green
part?
on it. White too, if you count the clouds. Brown for the desert. Mostly blue. Mostly blue. No. That's not right. So, I guess the Earth isn't blue. The Earth isn't blue. Yeah, that's it. It's the sky.
Lawrence Shannon looks different
That's
here.
blue. The Earth just looks blue because the sky is in the way when you look at it from space. Space science.
Thank you very much for the clip, Queen Katie. I appreciate it. And it took me a second, Vero, to realize Lawrence Donim, that was Larry's fake name when he was up at Hazakura Temple, right? See, I caught him eventually. But I'm like, Donim? Lawrence! Loris. It wasn't even Lawrence. Loris, because it was like Maurice with an L. So thank you, Queen Katie, very much for the clip. And thank you, Vera, for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Queen Katie said, first clip, yeah! Okay, now that's clip. BRB, get a glass of milk. Enjoy your milk. It is truly a wonderful beverage. Bill said, good, Logan, you didn't dox yourself. I was this close. I am not careful about things. I try to be better about that stuff, Beowulf. I'm trying. Vera said, DD music might be a bit bland, but I love it. Well, which game has the best music, would you say? I think I still prefer the Pursuit theme from Edgeworth Investigations the most. But how?
OMG, you lost an iPuppy kicker.
No, it's Apollo. So that means Apollo's kicking puppies. I'm not puppy kicking. It's Apollo. Blame Apollo for anything. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, AMC. How are you doing? Good to see you. How is your weekend going? I'm trying to ask everybody, like, are you on because some people are on spring break. Are you on spring break? Are you enjoying it? Are you having a fun time? Okay, let's play a bit here. What are the chances?
You forget that
What?
For me, it's either the Great Ace Attorney music or Investigations 2.
Oh crap, both are games we haven't played. We can play Great Ace Attorney once we finish Spirit of Justice, because I do have that on Steam. I mean, what did they... Are there any chance they might eventually localize? I don't know what would take so long to localize with Edgeworth Investigations 2. Just like pay some people to translate it, and then just like plug it into whatever you did to port the first one. I don't know. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that.
You forget that our killer is an astronaut himself with knowledge of how the suits work.
Ah, he's got me there.
And now my argument has been proven.
It wasn't even proven. That's a bit much.
Space Boy killed the victim in the rocket and then dropped his body from the upper level. After climbing down, he shouldered the body and made sure the camera recorded them.
But why would he kill him beforehand? Like, the knife was sticking through. There's no knife in this photo. Huh.
There's no room for debate about these facts. It's clear that Solomon Starbuck is the only one who could have killed Clay Tarrant.
Ah!
Yeah, the report regarding the astronauts' oxygen tanks. Consider it my send-off gift. Feel free to use it as payment to the Cross the River Styx.
I'm not gonna be able to put these over the eyeballs of the dead guy or whatever we use the coins for. The oxygen tank data added to the court record. The victim's oxygen tank was ruptured with 0% left. The defendants had 80%. Remaining oxygen is displayed on the left shoulder. So that's what it's going to be. We're going to find out the one person standing up is the one who was ruptured. And we'll say, oh, it was 50%. It's like, no, it was only 5%. It was ruptured already and it was almost empty. That is going to be a thing. I'm calling it now. Hey, this report is pretty detailed. Remaining oxygen in tanks. Oh, and Paul's let's see, the display on the astronaut's left shoulder shows the oxygen remaining. I'm just going to read this really quick. After the incident, the victim's tank was ruptured and the remaining oxygen was 0%. The tank belonged to Starbuck, who claims to have carried the victim, said it was 80% full. Tanks were functioning properly at the time. I guess that means these glowing cyan digits represent the amount of oxygen in the tank. Oh boy, I wonder which way's up. I'm done for. I'm going to prison instead of space. Huh.
Space Boy.
Yes.
Take heart. The bejeweled night sky is still beautiful, even when viewed through bars.
You mean the stars as seen from prison? Are they also as beautiful from the electric chair? Because we have established Japanifornia believes in capital punishment.
That's right. Your cell will be your spaceship. Picture the view through the iron bars.
Feels like a very Monokuma way of looking at things. I gotta read some more in the chat. See, Vero says, oh, to Crystal about blaming Crunchyroll says, yes.
Why is Starbucks sounding like Courage the Cowardly Dog?
No. Oh my gosh, there's like this stupid little video that cracked me up. And it's like so dumb. But there was somebody who posted a video, I think it was on TikTok, and he was doing an impression of Courage. And it's like, Courage the Cowardly Dog trying to talk to Muriel about seeing something on whatever date, 1994. He's like, O.J. Simpson, White Ford Bronco, stab. And then Muriel goes, oh, Courage, it's okay. Here, would you like some more tea, Mr. Simpson? He's like, hey! And I don't know, it just cracked me up. Just the idea. Just the image in my head off screen of Muriel sitting down with O.J. Simpson, probably still with like a bloody knife and glove and everything. But yes, thank you very much to the TTS. As I said, I'm gonna read some chat. See, Weedle said, nope, it's a different slug cat. Oh, so you're still, so I guess it makes sense. So it'd be like similar controls then. Beowulf said, DGS probably has my favorite OST. Weedle said, it's the hard mode. What if you're like a really powerful bad guy? Shouldn't that be like playing on easy mode or something? Ray says, I'm grinding Spelunky 2 for this one character unlock that looks cute, but I'm so bad at the game and it's hard to do. I wish that like games like that would have alternate ways to get cool stuff for people who suck at them. Not that I'm saying you suck, but I'm saying it's hard. Weedle says, and I died exactly 200 times on normal mode. Hey, nice round number. Weedle says, DGS is the most superior game when it comes to everything, really including the name, isn't it Sherlock Sholmes? Is the Sherlock Holmes in that? Bill said, ain't that the truth? Vera said, or I'm biased. Huda says to Vero, you probably are. Quickity said, back with the milk. It's a new fancy cup. Ooh, make sure you stick your pinkies up when you drink. Vera says, maybe. Vera says, I get enough sleep even with work, don't worry. I sleep after work and wake up around 3 a.m. I'm glad you're getting enough sleep. I feel bad if we're ruining your sleep schedule, Vero. All right, let me read 2 more comments. We'll go back in the game. Quickity said, and now I can share the concept art for Solomon. I was waiting for that breakdown. Oh, with like the oxygen tube and with the parachute. Chris says, what? How did he flew away? It caught me off guard too, but I kind of loved it. Okay, let's play some more of the game.
It's like being an astronaut in your own craft for all time.
That's not half bad thought. That's not a half bad thought. Okay, I'm warmed up to this. Guilty. Throw me in prison. Mr. Starbuck? Prosecutor Blackwell got the him good. Again, doing the Wendy O bag.
Spaceship prison cell, fly me, my guilt and my despair into the deepest, darkest space.
I wonder if this despair is because it feels like a Monokuma thing.
And then let's get sucked into a black hole together!
Objection!
Objection! If you get sucked into a black hole, your molecules get spaghettified! Mr. Starbuck, you can't give up hope!
Oh, yes, Apollo?
You know, Clay really looked up to you. He said you were an incredible man. He said you'd never give up on your dreams and passion for space, no matter the situation.
He said that?
So don't give up now and help me prove your innocence. For the sake of the man who respected you and believed in you, Clay Taryn. For Clay?
You're wasting your breath.
Sorry, I'm not thinking. These spacesuits just have like a built-in bag to go to the bathroom in. Oh. Ah! 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 Apollo, thank you. I can see things clearly now. What?
Logan, stop shedding NTH cartoon, please.
Well, but they are calling a recess. And if the suit has a bag, if you got a poo bag, what else are you going to use the poo bag for? AMC? I probably shouldn't make jokes like that. I'm sure that's just going to chase away lurkers. Like, ooh, what's this? Someone is streaming Apollo Justice Trilogy, Dual Destinies, poop bag. Oh, no, let's go find somebody else. Okay, but thank you very much for the 10 bits AMC and for bringing me back down to earth. Let's see. Beowulf says, oh yeah, I met Megaten's resident creepy little girl in SMT1 yesterday. I don't know who that is, but it sounds like a jolly good time. Quickata said, anybody want to clip that? No, clip what? Clip what? Widow says, Crystal, it Japan flawed? Queen Katie said, oh, right, logic isn't part of Japanifornia. Widow says, exactly. Oh, there's a clip from Queen Katie. Okay, we'll share the clip in a second. Let's get some background music, then we'll pull up the clip in just a moment here. Apollo, thank you. I can see things clearly now. All I needed to do is just grunt and scream, and that worked the drugs out of my system. Mr. Starbuck! I'm fine now. Thanks for reminding me of my life's mission. Hey, right. We'll both be fine. I'll prove you're innocent, you'll see. And then maybe someday I'll also stop denying the grief that I have in my heart for my best friend's death. And after that, we'll get you back into space! Ah! Ah! You've ignited the booster rockets of my soul! I'm on fire! Oh, I'm on fire for real! Mayday! Mayday! I'm on fire! Going down! Oh, I'm dying! I forgot I shouldn't do that while this chair is broken. This is actually a lot harder to pull myself up in. I need to get the money to buy a new chair. Oh boy. Okay, let's watch this clip here from Queen Katie. Let me load this up with the clip viewer so we can all watch it together. This clip from Queen Katie is titled Starbuck has left the station. I repeat, he has ... All right, so I know what this is gonna be. Let's watch it together. For anyone who missed this bizarreness happened.
Whoa! What the? He's flying the cope!
I don't see him anymore. I think he disappeared. In my mind, he was doing like a Team Rocket blasting off again thing. Disappearing into a twinkle.
Help! Anyone? Bailiff, prepare the cherry picker!
Love the idea they just have a cherry picker on hand at the courthouse.
We must launch our rescue mission at once!
I'm gonna have some water while I watch the rest of this here. What is happening?
Well, that's one way to take off while being questioned.
Thank you so much for the clip, Queen Katie. I appreciate that. Ray says, the Puss in Boots movie was so good. Widow said, so I died 200 times over 19 and 35 minutes. So if I did math correct, 5.875 per minute, I think. That's a lot of dying. But as long as you had fun. Queen Katie said, I hope y'all enjoyed the sudden start in the clip. It was good. I like it. Ray says, I have never had a panic attack. I don't know. Starbuck definitely seems like he has anxiety, though. This feels like, oh, ha, ha, ha. This guy has PTSD and anxiety. Ha, 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 ha. I know it's weird, right? But, I mean, I guess we're making jokes about people being dead and things, and as bad as anxiety attacks are, I suppose being murdered is probably worse when you think about it. Kukita said, Logan, stop feeding the hubbub. Sorry, when I read it, I think it says hubbub, highlight reel. I'm sorry, but the people in this courtroom need to stop hubbing. Widow says, yippee! Kukita said, gotta be so out of context at the end. Ideas for chatting. Oh, here we go. Opinions on your favorite character so far from this year's games. Ooh, we could do that. I should write down some stuff here. Pulling up a text file, I'm gonna write these things down. Opinions on characters, and viewer says tier list mayhap, so we can do a tier list. Thank you, and I'll keep this open so if we have any more, we can check those out. Let me read one more comment, we'll get back in the game. Ray says, we do another Pickroo, like thing where we submit things for Logan to view on stream. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Pickroo type thing. Probably wouldn't want to do exactly the same thing, but we'll see if I can, if I or anyone else can think of anything kind of similar to that. Because I like the idea of reacting to stuff that you guys have made, but unfortunately, like, I feel bad doing too much of that because it's like, it's giving you all homework, you know? But if you guys want to, I still would love to do a you laugh, you lose, but I would, again, like of YouTube videos, but the downside is I would need somebody to beforehand watch and make sure there's no copyrighted, like, audio presented in them in order to keep it DMCA safe, you know? All right, let's play a bit more of the game. I am Solomon Starbuck, astronaut, a cosmic hero chosen by the universe itself, luminary of the stars! This is no time to be whimpering and crying. Can't let you and Clay down.
Balderdash is a fun game. We should play it later, Justice Dono. Do you have it? We can play it online. There's an online version. It's fun. I don't have many friends.
The sun! The moon! All of space is calling me, Solomon! Soul Starbuck! Ready for launch! Begin the countdown! 5! 4! 3! 2!
1. That's right, I'm joining in.
Lift off! Swim! Swim! Swim, 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 swim! Why am I not flying? Oh, well, that was a fun team building activity. I feel like I've witnessed an actual rocket launch. Wouldn't it be great if that was when the bomb blew off at the countdown? Because we know a bomb's gonna go off, right? If it was like, right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then kablooey. Apollo, you did it! You broke Prosecutor Blackwell's grip over Mr. Starbuck. I can't take the credit. It was all Mr. Starbuck. He pulled himself through.
If you simpletons are done massaging one another's egos, no matter how positive your mood, my advantage remains unshakable. I have but to wait for the final guilty verdict. Isn't that right, your baldness?
And Blackwell is like being awfully cocky and confident for someone who is like, he hasn't beaten us once. Oh, I can't let up now. I have to stop Blackwell. I have to see this through. Mr. Starbuck just has to make it back into space. Oh, that's a cool picture. Oh, no, stay on the picture. Oh, that was cool. I won't allow Clay's dream to remain unfulfilled. I've got to destroy Blackwell's argument somehow. Think, Justice, think. It's a Winnie the Pooh thing. Think. I'm going to read some more in the chat, though. Oh, and Queen Katie with another clip. Oh, wow, we're getting clips aplenty tonight. Let me load this one up in the clip viewer. What did I say, Bueller? All right, this clip from Queen Katie is titled Hubbub number 420. Let's see.
What? Hubbub. I was in the DARE program when I was in school.
Oh, that's why it's 420. It took me a second. I got it now. Thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that. Queen Katie said, seems to be working now. Don't know, Twitch must be doing some belated April Fools on me. Maybe it like has something to do with like the, your ISP, your internet service provider in your area. Maybe they've been having like kind of outages or something. Let me read 2 or 3 more comments. We'll get back to the game. Queen Katie said, when Logan read my Jinx comment about the buffering, Q buffer literally during that. I'm sorry. Crystal says, it's stuttering on my end too, but I guess it's on my internet. Well, I hope it gets better because it got better for Queen Katie, so I hope it gets better for you, Crystal. Widow said, my spring break was last week, but I still need to get my 10 hours of community service. It is required by my school? Are you sure you're not like a convict? Like it's requiring? Okay, well, I shouldn't complain. That's actually kind of neat. Community service, it's like that's a good, noble thing to do. Okay. Let's play some more of the game. The only people at Launchpad 1 were Clay and Mr. Starbuck. No, but there's also, what's her name? There was, we gotta, I don't know if she's in our court record yet for people. But there was the one lady here, no, not Candace Arm, sorry. It was another woman. Okay, she's not showing up, but there was some Cosmos. I can't remember what her first name is, but her last name is either Cosmo or Cosmos. It's gonna be her. It's either gonna be her, unless they're gonna like try and say that Ted Tonate when he shows up is like, no, he also killed all the people in this one too. And if Clay was already dead by the time this footage was taken, again, calling it. This on the right, this is Clay Terran. This is his oxygen tank that is ruptured down at 5% instead of 50% because it's upside down. And this is Starbuck passed out. I'm calling it. Then the only person who could have killed him is Mr. Starbuck. So the only way to counter Blackwell's argument is if I can prove that Clay was still alive when they arrived at the boarding lounge. In which case, I should be able to find some contradiction in the evidence itself. Well, let's take a look at that oxygen tank. Oh wait, darn it. The way that it's written there, with the one on the far left side, that makes it look like that 100 would be out. Oh, I wonder maybe you can turn it around? So never mind. No, I'm still gonna go with it. There's gonna be some explanation for it. I like my theory better than reality. I can live in denial. Now let's see about this data we just received. Oh crap, do we gotta review it? Okay, let's review it. I'll read some more in the chat. We gotta see if there's a contradiction in it somewhere. Okay, the display on the astronaut's left shoulder shows the oxygen remaining. After the incident, the victim's tank was ruptured and the remaining oxygen was 0%. The tank belonged to Starbuck, who claims to have carried the victim, said it was 80% full. Tanks were functioning properly at the time. Oh, tanks plural were functioning properly. Well, no, because Blackwell's claiming that the tank ruptured when it fell off. But regardless, 80% isn't 50%. So there's gonna be something there. What?
You can live in denial forever, sir.
I can spend a delightful afternoon there, right, AMC? I mean, please? I have so much about my life I'd like to be in denial about. Thank you very much for the 10 bits, AMC. I appreciate that. Okay, let's read some more in the chat. Vera said, dude, I'm genuinely concerned for you guys. Please, if you're in pain, go to the hospital. Oh, me like talking about like my shoulder? I mean, here's the problem, Vero. I can't do that because I am poor and cannot afford health insurance. So, oh, crap, I just dropped my chapstick. Chapstick is about the most I can afford. So if I can rub that on my shoulder, that gets it taken care of. Vera said, take care of your health, y'all. I would if I could. Crystal says to Vera, I'm in pain. Well, I'm in pain this week because of my fictional faves being hurt/dead. Should I go to the hospital too? Wait, which fictional faves? Crystal, you were talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. Are you reading the manga? Because I've only been watching the anime. Are more characters dying? One more comment, we'll get back in the game. Wendy says, also, I have to wear one of those big black boots because it hurts to walk. Wow, all of us are hurt. But I've been, oh no, that's right, because you're broken toe. Sorry, I forgot, it was you that had the broken toe. But I've been wrapping it up and resting as much as I can and soaking it in Epsom salt, and that's all good and stuff. I bet that feels good. So yeah, make sure you take care of yourself. Be very careful, Wendy. I'm glad though that you do have the big boot, because like I've heard some people say like, nope, I just put a shoe on. And I don't know how that like the bone could set properly. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself, Wendy. Let me pick up my chapstick 1 second here. All right, let's get back into the game now. Now let's see about this data that we just received. This supposedly proves that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay's body in Launchpad 1. But if I'm gonna prove that false, then there must be something I can use here.
Enough of this farce, your baldness. Let's have your verdict.
Objection!
TTSI was taking about MHA, but that's a spoiler, so I'll just shut up, lol.
Okay, that worries me even more because I care about the characters of My Hero Academia. The new season should be starting sometime within the next couple of months, right? I mean, they already killed off a character I really, really liked this last season. It upset me a lot. So, please, mangaka of the world, well, not of the world, of Japan, take it easy on me. Well, thank you very much to the TTS. Prosecutor Blackwell, you seem to be in quite a hurry to reach the verdict. But about this oxygen tank data you submitted just now, it says that Mr. Starbuck's tank had 80% remaining, while Mr. Terran had 0. Do you stand by the accuracy of this report?
Of course.
So we're gonna point that it says 50 on the thing? Well then, I guess it simply means that it's faulty as evidence goes.
You will explain what you mean, Justice Dono.
It's simple. This evidence contradicts the facts of this case. Take a look here at the detailed description. You'll see what I mean. I hope you have some evidence, Mr. Justice, because I don't see what's so contradictory. Also, we haven't saved in a while. Let's save again, because I don't want the judge to stab me for saying something dumb. Let's see, Queen Katie says, my milk was nice. It's a new one I decided to grab and try from Subway while I was there. 1% low-fat chocolate. Oh, that's the best. 1% is like perfect for me. I don't like it too creamy. I don't like skim. 1%. 2% is doable. 1% is like, that's my jam. Widow says, Beowulf, you got the car nice, so now you can have your Hot Wheel when we 1v1 again, Weedle says to Beowulf. Vera said, laughing, maybe. Queen Katie says, also, I'm glad I'm in a better mood to clip stuff. I did 3 in a row. I'm insane. I appreciate it. I freaking love seeing when you guys do clips. Crystal says, this week was just angst for the fandoms I'm in. I guess I should feel good that most online fandoms, I just kind of stay out of it. If I enjoy something, I'm like, I'll just enjoy this on my own and not go on the internet. For one thing, it's mostly because I'm behind in things and I don't want to get spoiled. Vera said to Queen Katie, in less than an hour or 2. I know, there's like rapid fire. I love it. Okay, let's play some more. Yes, you're on right away. Okay, this is the evidence that the oxygen tank report stands in contradiction to. It's gonna be this security camera video we did just save, so we'll be able to reload if we need to, but it's gonna totally be this. Take that! And how does this evidence present a contradiction? Well, the problem is this part here. The problem with the oxygen tank is the oxygen tank. Funny that. Note the remaining oxygen in Mr. Starbuck's tank as he carries Mr. Terran. It appears to say 50. I want so bad it to be, because like, if it's your own tank, you gotta look at it. That should be 05. Maybe like the thing turns around. Well, yes, but according to the data, our client's tank had 80% remaining. And in fact, the 5% would match up with the 0% because it was probably ruptured and leaking out, and this was just before it like finally fully emptied. The oxygen in the tank increased? Uh-huh. I see Rana finds it strange as I do. It's bad enough there's a contradiction, but the increase in oxygen is beyond logical. Oh my! You're absolutely right! What is going on here? Where am I? Where's my wife? Silence.
I too find it odd that the oxygen remaining has increased. It would be as odd as if my rations were to increase.
Why are you smiling then, bro?
But what does that prove? It doesn't change the fact that it is the defendant carrying the victim's corpse.
That is the one fact it does change. That is the only fact it changes. Is he doing this on purpose? Is he spoon-feeding this stuff to us? Let me read some more. Beryl says to Weedle, I'm confused. Weedle said, it's just the light just can't reach the water the longer waves are able to reach it. The red one has the highest wavelength, or is it reversed? Oh, we're talking about, I was joking with the whole, like, sky block and the ocean thing. It has to do with the fact that, what? Oh, Pole just appeared, but yes, Weedle, I get what you're saying. Sky color, because of wavelength refraction, one end is blue, one end is red. It says, what's written on the oxygen tank? 0550 SO equals soulmate or significant other. SOS and 11037. That means it's Leon who did. I'm gonna click 05. I am convinced in my theory for no reason whatsoever. Even though I feel like in this game I've had a really bad track record for being correct about stuff. Let's see. When he says to Weedle, did you mean to at me? Laughing. Weedle says, I did. Oh, wait, who did Weedle at? What? Quick Kitty said, I do wish I could figure out a more better way to time my clips other than just mute the main stream. I want to still be in the moment while I'm clipping my funny stuff. Unfortunately, that's the way that I do it too. I just put it in a different tab and I have to mute the stream in order to hear it. If anybody knows a better way to do it, I'd love to hear it. Weedle says, I must have misclick. Quick Kitty said, although if I was still on Chrome, my captions would still focus on the main stream, but alas, Firefox doesn't do that. Aww. And Vera says, I lower the stream's volume when I clip. Quick Kitty said, oh, didn't think about that. I tend to focus on one audio at the time the clips. I'll try that next time. Thank you. And Vera says, got you in the. Oh, crap. There's where Rukov did the objection? How far behind am I? I'm very far behind. So, but that just means I'm enjoying myself with you guys. Oh, it looks like currently in the lead in the poll is our good friend Leon. Okay, let's play a little bit more, then we'll read some more in the chat in a second. I gotta have a sip of water, though. I'm thirsty. I already finished my first water bottle. I'm on my second. We're not even halfway through the stream, and I've finished half of my rations of water. It is hot in here. I think it's because it suddenly got really cold in the weather outside, and so I had to turn back on the heater.
Objection!
I'm gonna bet you didn't get more rations because you don't abide by the rules. Either way, the oxygen remaining shouldn't increase just as your rations don't increase. Oh, and the poll is done, and 11037 won with 50% of the vote. AMC contributing 20 channel points. Therefore, this new information is critical. We can't overlook it. Silence.
In that case, do you have an answer to this riddle of the mysteriously increasing oxygen?
Yes, it's that's Clay standing up.
You'd better not disappoint, or I'll declare the inconsistency as mere equipment malfunction.
Arrgh! I'm sorry, sometimes my equipment malfunctions. I have shy equipment. If there's somebody else watching me, my equipment don't operate very well. Prosecutor Blackwell has a point. I suppose it could be a simple malfunction. Mr. Justice, if you cannot provide an adequate counter-argument to this point, I'm afraid I must bring this trial to an end. So, do you think you can explain why the remaining oxygen level increased? I do. I'm going to save, though, just in case I'm dumb. But I think I'm not dumb. But this game constantly makes me feel dumb. Of course I can! The thing to do at a time like this is turn my thinking around. Mr. Starbuck has no memory of it, but he claims to have carried Clay. So this man with the 50 on his tank ought to be Mr. Starbuck. But if anything, the display on his oxygen tank should have shown 80. So this is a clear contradiction between the report and the security footage. So what I should be asking is not why did the oxygen level increase, but what had to have happened to make it look like it increased. Am I making some kind of mistake in my base assumptions here? Hey, Mr. Justice, you just zoned out there for about a minute. Are you gonna answer me? We're waiting. Yes, Your Honor. I'm ready to answer. This is why the remaining oxygen appears to have increased. They were going the other way. The victim was carrying the defendant. The victim was carrying the defendant. What if it was the other way around? The other way around? Would you care to explain, Mr. Justice? As you can see, Your Honor, both men had their helmets on in this footage. But it turns out this is where our base assumptions went astray. We assumed it was Mr. Starbuck helping Mr. Terran, but it was the other way around. It wasn't Mr. Starbuck helping Mr. Terran at all. It was Mr. Terran who was helping Mr. Starbuck to the boarding lounge. Music playing. I gotta read some more in the chat while we're enjoying this pursuit theme. And by the way, thank you all for being here. Since so many of you have had like spring break, I see Wendy's talking about spring break here. I really appreciate you guys being here. Wendy said, also, my spring break was like the first week of March because my semester ends at the end of April. Oh, wow, that seems early, but that's awesome. Early summer. Well, I guess I was gonna say summer break, but are you doing summer semester? When he says, dude, if South Carolina had to cancel school for heat index, we would have just never go to school. Rukov says, sorry, chat, just calm me. Wita says, I'm about to graduate next month on the 31st. Congratulations on almost graduations. Congratulations, almost. Weedle. Quikita said, Logan roasting Blackwell again. Well, maybe he deserves it sometimes. The guy needs to be taken down a peg. Here says, Rukov, good night. Extremaria says, good night, Rukov. Extremaria says, I finished. My professor won't cry tonight. Wow, you got it done early. So welcome back, Extemporaneous. Says sheer coinky dink. Let's see, Onviro is dueling Extemporaneous. Extemporaneous says, Logan hates Coinky Dink? Quinky Dunkanos? Quinky Dunkanos? If you're doing these types of games where everything has to fit into place, I don't like coincidences and these types of things. But generally in fiction, I can be in favor of coincidences under certain circumstances. The rule I always had it explained to me with stories is that you can have coincidences and luck and things like that work against your protagonist. Or your hero, or whatever word you want to use, but like to cause more problems. But you should never have coincidences and luck help get your protagonist out of trouble, unless maybe it's like a goofy comedy and silly weird stuff like that. Extemporaneous accepts the duel, and looks like Extemporaneous won the duel. And he's smiling, and Vero is crying. When he says duel to Vero, Extemporaneous says, it's because I have the power of friendship and anime on my side. But what if you both have friendship? And Vera accepts, and Vera won the duel against Wendy Wonka. Vera says, yay, I win for once. Wendy says, dang. And Wendy says, the Apollo Justice pursuit theme goes hard. But yeah, investigation soundtrack is so good. I'm trying to remember, is this? No, because this isn't Apollo's. This is like a new pursuit theme for this game, right? I can't remember. Do we have different pursuits for him, Athena, and Phoenix? Either way, I hope you're enjoying this pursuit theme. I'm gonna have a sip of water, and then we're gonna play some more. It was Mr. Terran who was helping Mr. Starbuck to the boarding lounge. He was what? Hubbub, 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 hubbub. We won't say anything here as a hubbub because Queen Katie doesn't want us to anymore. Order, Mr. Justice! You mean to tell me that the person on the right in this image is the victim, Clay Terran? It's the only way the riddle of the increase in oxygen level can be solved, Your Honor. At this point in time, the remaining oxygen in the victim's tank was at 50%. And when the victim was found in the boarding lounge, his tank was at 0%. That's right, there's nothing contradictory about the oxygen level decreasing. This means Mr. Terran was alive as they made their escape to the lounge.
Silence.
How short your memory is. Have you forgotten what you yourself proposed? Even if the victim was alive at this point in time.
Huh?
How did he descend the ladder with his arms full?
Maybe, like, Solomon Starbuck hadn't passed out yet. Maybe that's why he was passed out, because he, like, slipped and fell off, and conked his head on the inside of his helmet or something. Vera said, yeah, Apollo Justice music is great. What he says, me when Sid and Paul met up, we just listened to Investigations 2 soundtrack and we were vibing. I'm still so happy that you guys got to, did you do that twice? It's so amazing. AMC says, I have graduated from Carl Egg 4 years now. Congratulations, AMC. X-Ray says, yeah, maybe when we're like 80 years old, they'll localize. Guys, if I was streaming still at the age of 80, would you still love me? Chat, would you still watch me stream if I was a worm? Chat, would you still watch me stream if I was a worm? Chat. X-Ray says, it is not high on the priority list. Sadly, it ought to be. Penny Nichols comes back in that. Vera says Investigations 2 was released 13 years ago? Wow. X-Ray says, why was that Terran like Logan ASMR just then? Wait, what? I did an ASMR thing? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. What?
Not a worm, but 80 yes.
Okay, well, AMC, what if I was an 80-year-old worm? Or would the worm, like, does that not make up for it? Does being 80 not make the worm more exciting? I think it'd be exciting. What if I was a little worm with, like, a long, gray Rip Van Winkle type of beard, like, to show that I was really old? An octogenarian worm? I think that'd be very unique. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, AMC. I appreciate that.
How did he descend the ladder with his arms full?
Objection! Prosecutor Blackwell, you can't hurt me with a broken blade. Hey.
Excuse me.
It's true we don't know how they got down the ladder. I suppose that matter needs further investigating.
TTS, I was going to say that you would stream your grandchildren then, but I forgot you're lonely.
Oh, there's another TTS.
I really can't with works and snails.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, AMC, for the 10 bits. I understand your aversion to worms, if it's like a gross worms and snails thing. And Crystal, am I still gonna be alone by the time I'm 80? Is that what does nobody believe in me enough that I can find some girl with poor enough judgment to, by the time I'm 80, although by the time I'm 80, I'll probably be a bit less desirable even than I am now. But thank you, Crystal, for the reality check. Thank you. Okay, but we've proven that Mr. Terran was alive when he reached the boarding lounge. This fact alone shatters your claims and opens up the possibility the victim could have been killed by a third party. There were two people who claimed to be the first on the scene, but can we truly trust their statements? Let's see, the two people were Detective Candace Arm and Yuri Cosmos. That's who was Yuri, because it was a reference to Yuri Gagarin. And Yuri Cosmos, right? Do you think that one of them might have given a false statement to the police? Oh, yes, it's certainly possible. We might have to do a little more digging. It seems we'll have to hear the testimony of the first two people on the scene. And of course, when Candace Arm gets here, she's gonna, oh, that's probably what's gonna happen. We're probably gonna call her first, and then, kabooey, she gonna explode. Score! Oh, there's a poll. There's another poll up. Hang on. This poll says, would you watch Logan when he's 80 and a worm? The options are yes, no. If we have subtitles, no, unless he kicks puppy, and sympathy vote for the lonely. Go ahead and cast your votes then. See, Ray said that sounded like the toy that you pull and makes a really loud sound and unravels. Oh, like what you make, like the drawstring and it says stuff like, you're my favorite deputy. Oh, and Queen Katie with another clip. Okay, hang on. Let me load this up in the clip viewer. We are having Clip-a-Palooza tonight, and I am loving this. Let's pop this up so we can all watch it together. This clip is titled, Logan Roasting Blackwell on Top of a Fire Once Again. I'm just Blackwell, he's getting on my last nerve. Okay, so let's see what this clip is.
Falling a few earth yards would hardly
this
leave a
bit.
mark on the wearer.
Blackwell, yards are the same length in space. If you go to a moon, a yard isn't suddenly like longer or shorter. An Earth yard, it's a yard. I don't know how many inches that is because it's a weird unit of measurement. Blackwell, I will acknowledge. I want to say 30 inches. I'm probably wrong, but it's not that because we're on Earth. Blackwell. Ah! Thank you very much for the clip. I'm glad it ends on the blah. And the worst part, that was the game objecting. That wasn't even our redeem. Quick Kitty said, BRB refreshing the stream. I hope it takes care of the stuttering. Extremity says, those glowing cyan colors give me flashbacks to 999. That shade of blue. And Vera says, I can hear it and hate it. Quick Katie says, dang it, forgot refreshing. Erase the chat for me now. I have no way of knowing where Logan is. Well, I know where I am. I'm behind. I'm going to guess probably by about a half hour at this point. Extremity says, that has got to be some sort of psychological manipulation by Blackwell, talking about a picture your cell as a spaceship. But you know what? Go off, King. Oh, and the poll is done. And with 75% of the vote, if we had subtitles has won, with Queen Katie contributing 130 channel points. When he says, I saw the same one with the JFK assassination. Oh, like Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't think I've seen the JFK assassination one. I'd have to check that out. The one I just saw was the O.J. Simpson murder, and I thought it was delightful. I mean, as far as like videos about real life murders go, it was delightful. Okay, let's play some game here. Score! Here, come to think of it, Detective Arm should be here in the court right now. Oh, crap. You guys ready? You guys ready to blow up? You ready to explode? Bailiff, could you please show Detective Arm to the stand? What? Huh? Is this guy? I have an announcement, everyone. What's the meaning of this? We're in the middle of a trial here. How did you even get to the stand? But please remain calm and listen carefully. Someone has reactivated the bomb. Someone set us up the bomb. Yeah, so what was it? Phony Fanty? Phony Fanty, he gonna blow up. We gonna blow up. The bomb was defused, but it's about to explode. Explode! Hubba. I guess we should leave, but we're still standing here not doing anything. A bomb now? Everybody run! Eek! I don't want to die! Oh no! Everybody's panicking just because they might die. Why are they so upset about possibly dying? Oh, you can see them all panicking. Oh, look at the panic. The back of their heads doing nothing. Silence. Well, why are we not evacuating? What? Headless chickens with a death wish, the lot of you. Calm yourselves, afore all else. Come on, Apollo! He's using words that I don't understand, like afore. Let's get out of here. But what about Mr. Starbucks' dream? And who will carry out Clay's final wish? I don't care what happens to me. I'm not letting some bomb blow up the truth forever. Donna, I refuse to let things end here. Apollo, this is no time to be dramatic. If we don't get out of here now, we're gonna die. Come on, this way. Hi, ow, ouch, ow. Oh no, let me go. Oh no, I'm just a little guy. Oh, you're picking me up, oh no. Oh, it's gonna be animated? Apollo, it's me, Juniper Woods. Juniper! Oh, she hadn't evacuated yet. Eek, oh no. Juniper, are you all right? Why can't we see anything? Why is it suddenly radio theater? Oh no! And Apollo was blown up by a radio. Well, Apollo's dead again. Somebody want to put another notch on the Apollo death counter for this game? To be continued. Hey, yeah. Save. And we'll scroll down again. Keep staggering our saves, because why not? Well, continue on next. Sure, Apollo's dead. Again, but he does that a lot. In the middle of the Space Center bombing trial, we had another bombing incident. This one destroyed courtroom number 4. Apollo Justice died, but then got better. Furthermore, Apollo suffered massive injuries from being there when the bomb went off.
but he got a fancy new coat. Unfortunately, Juniper Woods was fingered as the courtroom bomber. Why did I use that word? Could the localizers have not picked a better, less dirty sounding word? I blame them. Athena and I knew she had to be innocent, so we took her case on. We managed to clear Ms. Wood's name. But Apollo died again. But Apollo sustained further injuries when he was attacked by Ted Tonate.
All right, we're like, well, we'll just go back to the agency. December 19th, 3:21 p.m. Write anything agency. Apollo is a tough guy, but this is taking its toll on him. Oh, so we're Phoenix now. Yeah, poor guy. Being attacked by Tonate like that on top of all of his other injuries? Oh, we should probably... okay. I'm assuming the game is going to overwrite his current costume to just be this now. Apollo is resting at the nearby Hickfield Clinic. I've had some experience with that place myself. What an awful turn of events. I never thought he'd land in a hospital of all places. I thought that if he injured, he would do the respectable thing and just die. Why do I feel like I have a brother in a hospital at the same time Apollo's in a hospital? Such a weird emotion. You must miss him too, huh? Now that you don't have anybody to tease. Don't worry. He's young. He'll heal quickly and be back before you know. Let me show you. You're young. Here, let's blow you up. Let's get the bomb. Blow you up. You'll see how easy it is to bounce back from a bomb if you're young. It's been a while since I last saw Trucy, but I'm a negligent father. Oh, since I last saw Trucy look so down. Yeah, that too.
Okay, time to get evidence for the courtroom bombing again, D.
I mean, wouldn't it be awful? But we skipped over all that. Wouldn't it be awful if instead of having that flashback, we actually had to sit through a big long cutscene of the chapter? But we get to see it's not Winston Payne, it's the new Payne brother. I can't remember his name, but thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. Once I get some background music, I'll read some more in the chat because I really gotta catch up. I'm so far behind. We won the court case, yet nobody feels much like celebrating. Sniffle! All right, enough of this, people. Okay, now we can read some more in the chat. Quick Katie says, I give up. Twitch, feel free to keep buffering and stuttering. Just don't kill the stream, please. Well, I mean, we're doing pretty good so far. We're close-ish. We're to the 2-hour mark. We're about a little over halfway through the stream. And the stream hasn't died yet, so knock on wood. Widow says, so Logan, are you, Logan, you're our puppy kicker, and I went to the basement to eat some of the crates of Fun Dip. I have a puppy kicker? Widow says to Wendy, did you see the Lego JFK assassination? Okay, that one I think I've seen. Quick Kid said, yep, the parachute one was what I was looking for. I meant to show that last stream, but then I realized sort of spoils the fun for you. I saved it for the stream instead. I appreciate that, because that was, it was a surprise. Says, I wanted that one to be a surprise, Law. Says, Logan, I want to watch the stream of stop giving me clips. I'm sorry, but I appreciate the clips. Ray says, Spelunky 2 is such a BS. Such BS, but it's also really fun. I could be on like World 2-4 and actually fall into lava. Is stupid. Widow says, it's not a bag. It usually is a dipper. AMC says, Law. Widow says, AMC, good job. Ray says, literally one time I was casually playing it and a lava ball monster thing just spit lava on me and I died. I'll send the clip in Discord. Please do. Oh crap, there's 2 clips. Vero and Queen Katie both clipped. Bale said, Megaten's resident creepy little girl is none other than Alice from like Alice in Wonderland, or just like a girl named Alice. Because I feel like they take a lot of characters from like folklore, mythology, tradition, literature. Okay, let's load up these 2 clips and see if they're the same thing or if they're 2 different things. Let me pop these on the clip viewer so we can watch them together. This first clip is from Vero, and it is titled, Thank You. I'm gonna use this as a reaction video. Okay, I don't know what to think about that, but let's see what it is. Oh, just the screaming. It is literally just screaming. Can't wait for that to show up in a shout out. Thank you, Vero. I appreciate that. And Quick Katie with another clip. This one's called, hang on. Let me just paste this in here. This clip from Queen Katie is titled with what?
Me when I see Phoenix Wright.
Oh, then with the rah! So is that your reaction? Because Phoenix Wright, he's like your husbando. Is that how people react when you see somebody you have a crush on? Is the rah! Maybe I am doing it wrong. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, this clip from Queen Katie is titled Mr. Starbuck. No. So let's watch this.
And then let's get sucked into a black hole together!
Objection! If you get sucked into a black hole, your molecules get spaghettified.
That's true, and that...
Starbuck, you can't give up hope.
You know the best thing? Spaghettification, that is a technical term. It's when you get stretched out like a spaghetti noodle. But thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that, Queen Katie. Queen Katie said, Logan, stop. I just clipped the other thing. Stop, sir. Wait, more clips. Weedle said, I'm going to start streaming, so raid me if you want. I don't care, because a puppy kicker. Well, thank you for being here, Weedle. I hope your stream goes well. Vera says, laughing, says, have fun. Ray says, I forgot. I deleted like 75% of my gallery on Switch, so I don't have the video anymore. No! That's why I hoard stuff. I hate deleting things. AMC said, Bubba Bubke Gum. Bubba Bubke Gum. Bubba Bubke Gum. Bubba. I don't know what that means, but yes. And there's another clip. Let's play a little bit more before we watch this next clip, so I can feel like we are advancing the game. You know what? Screw that. No. Screw the game. Screw the game. You lurkers that are here for the game, you just heard me. I'm here for the real reason. Let me load up this clip. I want to see this one as well. Why not? This clip is titled, oh, this has got a long title. It's titled 911. It's a fire drill, AKA Logan, stop giving me material. Okay, let's see what this one is then.
I'm on fire!
Oh, it's this one. This bit.
I'm on fire for real! Mayday! Mayday! I'm on fire! Going down! Oh, dying!
That was a bad choice. This chair is broken and hard to get back up.
Do that while this chair is broken. This is actually a lot harder to pull myself up in. I need to get the money to buy a new chair.
Oh, Hubba Bubba Bubble Gum. Oh, Hubba Bubba is good bubble gum. Oh, instead of Hubba Hubba, it's Hubba Bubba Bubble Gum. Thank you very much for the clarification and for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Okay, now we will play some more of the game. I think one lurker actually left after I said screw the game. But you know what? If you're here only for gameplay, this is probably the wrong channel. I'm just saying. All right, enough of this, people. This is no time to be moping around. Now dry those eyes, both of you. You're the only one who's crying, Athena. I'm a man. I don't cry, Athena. These aren't tears, it's just raining inside this room. Technicalities, we have work to do. We have to take over. Take over what exactly? Apollo Space Center case, of course, and no verdict's been reached. There's still a chance. I agree with Athena. We should pick up Mr. Starbuck's defense. I mean, by we, you guys. I don't have anything to do with this game. We have to avenge our fallen comrade, our dead Apollo. He is deceased. Even if he survives, he's dead to me for getting blown up. Right, Daddy? Apollo hasn't exactly fallen. He's still alive, you know. Ha! Good, now that that's settled, let's get going. Come on, we've got to run. Wait, right now? We better not be running the whole way. There she goes. There she goes again. I better catch up. Oh, can you take care of the office, Trucy? I'm sure this is an important, vital thing for your character to do. Sure thing, Daddy. Let's be careful out there. In the meantime, I'm gonna bake some cookies and fill up my magic panties for you. That is not something you should say to your dad. Gonna bake some cookies and fill up my magic panties for you. Daddy. That's awful. Why do you choose to be this way, Trucy? Trucy seems to be feeling a little bit better and inappropriate. I can always count on Athena to perk everybody up with her enthusiasm. Oh, she's back. Don't mind me, just forgot a few things. Wallet, phone, the documents, my bag. Sounds more like you forgot everything. I can always count on Athena for that too. All right, you two, let's be careful out there. I do like Trucy as a character, except when she always has to focus on panties.
December 19th, detention center, visitors room.
So, our client is one Solomon Starbuck. He's so famous, even I've heard of him. That's right, he's a super famous astronaut who works at the Cosmos Space Center. He was actually up in outer space 7 years ago. Oh, you seem to know quite a bit about him. That's good. That's what lawyers are supposed to do. I've taught you well. Now I'm all excited to meet the man. Wow, that was the longest sigh I've ever heard. Apollo told me all about you. So get out of here. You were disbarred. You're an awful attorney. Let me read some more in the chat. Diddy says, hey, Logan, how you doing? You did not see my message. I'm pretty sure I saw your message. I read multiple of your messages before. Maybe you're writing that because it took me so long to get to your message, but I did. Queen Katie said, I figured something out. I'm just gonna have 2 windows open for clipping at this point. I appreciate it, Queen Katie. And Dee says, Henshin? What are you transforming into? Vera says, Balderdash 3. Queen Katie said, okay, I am not clipping Balderdash lol. Diddy says, Logan, this is a dream, going to space and what? AMC says, I'm sorry, you ate a what? Wait, what? I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Queen Katie said, yeah, I'm a clip diet today, it seems. What's an 8? Wait, 8, huh? He says, Logan, what did you do today? I told you it was my catch-up day. It was my catch-up. I watched some church this morning, and then I streamed, and I tried to get caught up on my sanity from how awful and stressful this week has been. Let's see. Queen Katie said, I don't know. Spectrum is something. Six Maria says 5. Oh, so would you rather? Would you rather bounce off every surface you touch or never be able to jump again? I'm gonna say never be able to jump again. Because bouncing off every surface you touch sounds awful. And it's like, I remember there was this old meme where it was like a conversation and somebody was like, oh, this video game sucks. You can't even jump. And someone else was like, well, when was the last time you ever jumped in real life? And the person was like, ugh. Unless you're like an athlete or a cheerleader or mainly an athlete, like you don't jump very much. It's not that big of a thing. Anything that you do need to jump for, you could usually replace with a little stepping stool. Quick Kitty said, whoa, love how popping chat out makes the chat colors different. Oh, it does? Oh, like the names, yeah. Quick Kitty said, oh, there we go. Just had to click on readable colors, lol. Okay, let's play some more of this game. I still can't believe how far behind I am. I will catch up a little bit more, but let's just get a little bit of dialogue. Oops, I accidentally minimized the game. Apollo told me all about you. You're Phoenix Wright, Apollo's mentor, right? Yes, that's right. You gotta break the ice with a joke there. Mentor has a nice ring to it. Don't worry about a thing, Mr. Starbuck. Mr. Wright and I have got you covered. You did not help much in court, Athena. And you're the new kid that Apollo told me about. Wait! Don't I know you from somewhere? You were in court, yes. Oh, probably the drugs were still... Yeah. You mean other than at your trial? I don't think so. Oh, maybe he'll have like some connection to whatever the flashback goes we saw with her, that he will have like seen it too. I guess so. Oh, my mistake. Totally not gonna be important in the next chapter. We have just one more chapter and then the DLC chapter after this. Is that how it works? My memory isn't what it used to be. My mind and body are kaput. Same goes for my life.
I mean, I'm so astronomically unlucky that I had a bomb go off in the middle of my trial. Trying to defend me would be like trying to enter the stratosphere without a spacecraft.
Yikes, he's seriously got to stop depressing himself. Cheer up, Mr. Starbuck. Besides, that thing you said about entering the stratosphere, that just means we'd shine like shooting stars, right?
And then burn up in the atmosphere? Like shooting stars, huh? You know,
you're right. Why didn't I think of that? Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. I'm already missing you guys. Let's see. Ray says, I have not watched any of the new My Hero Academia stuff in like a year. I just remember the whip stuff, and then I stopped. It's good. I love that anime. I feel like there were a couple of points in the recent like season or two where it felt like there was a little bit of spinning wheels, but it's very good. Like where the last season left off, like things are finally all coming to a head. Ray says, as long as Sue is fine, then I'm happy. Froppy is love. Except, you know, actually, I think first when I started watching My Hero Academia, I felt like Froppy was my favorite kind of best girl character. But I have to say, like in the last season or two, what's the pink girl who with the acid superpower? What's her name? I feel like she's been really fun. I mean, a lot of the not background, but like the other class members, they've been kind of fleshing out. It's been sort of fun. X-Ray says, man, I need to rewatch and get back into My Hero Academia. I watched to like second season, but I like watching things that are complete and don't think MHA is complete. Not yet. They're still working on it, still releasing stuff, but it's so good. It's one of my favorites. Crystal says to Ray, the manga. Let's just say, it's not so happy anymore. You're worrying me, Crystal. It was a delightful, fun, whimsical adventure. Extraordinary says, but I am still green to Queen Katie. Crystal says, yeah, still ongoing. Queen Katie said, don't worry, still green. Ray says to Crystal, ignorance is bliss. Crystal says, right, lol. Crystal says to Ray, Sue doesn't have that much screen time, so I guess your favorite is fine. You know, not much screen time is better than dying. Honestly, Exterminator says Logan is so behind, Chad. We are awesome. I'm trying to catch up. Gray says to Crystal, I don't know if you're being sarcastic, but yay anyway. And Crystal, okay, here's a time code. 1 hour 20:06. Okay, so I am about 27 minutes behind. Almost exactly. It's 27 minutes and a few seconds behind. Whoo boy. Whoo boy. Okay, let me read a couple more comments. We'll go back in the game here. Crystal says, Horikoshi has been brutal these past chapters in the manga, so I don't know what'll happen to anyone, to be honest. Which is so weird, because it feels like for such a big, long stretch, it was a fun, adventurous thing, but nobody was, like, dying. And then characters started dying and getting dismembered, and bad things were happening. AMC says, 8:02 Pacific Standard Time. Well, right now it's 9:39 Mountain Time. Ray says, oh, I forgot the manga is still ongoing, or at least I think it is. I think it's like approaching the end. I could be wrong. I try to avoid hearing too much about the manga, you know, for spoilers' sake. Oh, and there's another clip. I'll check out that clip in just a second here. But we probably should play at least a little bit of the game. But at least I'm not like, oh crap, actually I minimized again. At least I'm not like super far behind. Like shooting stars, huh? You know, you're right. Why didn't I think of that? After all, that's what we were all put on this earth to do, right? To shine like stars. I guess I shouldn't mention the fact that shooting stars burn out in a flash. Oh yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. To the stratosphere and beyond. Will he just keep doing this? Oh no, he stops. Yeah, I feel alive now. You can go ahead and ask me anything you want. Is that really all it takes? Well, you know, the first thing we have to do is present our attorney's badge. So, what do you think about this? The evidence is gonna get me convicted. No, it's my attorney's badge. My attorney's badge. No, I was hoping it would reassure you that we are here to defend you. Evidence isn't just for the prosecution. It can help prove a person's innocence too. Well, that's a positive spin on things. I thought that was common knowledge. Okay, we'll go through and present everything. Let's see. Oh crap! Yeah, there is another clip from Queen Katie. You know, let's load up this clip because I am so far behind in the chat, and I need to eventually get caught up. This clip from Queen Katie, we'll pop it up so we can all watch it, is titled "The Problem Is ... All right, let's see who this is.
problem is this part here. The problem with the oxygen tank is the oxygen tank. Funny that.
Well, I mean, it was so
problem is
obvious.
this part here.
But thank you very much for the clip, Queen Katie. I appreciate that. See, Vera says 122.50. Craps, I think I'm getting slightly further behind. Queen Katie said, I've technically figured a good way here. I have mainstream on left, still muted, but at least I can see it. Chat on top right, and the main window on bottom right, where the clip buttons opens this tab. I'm just like imagining you on those desks with like all these monitors now and everything like that, just so you can do all your clipping things. AMC with an emote, Exterminator says, clipping! AMC says, call me out, an emote. Hey, Sir Charles the Cow! Says, checking in from Texas, how are things back home? Things are going well. Sir Charles, for those who don't remember, and I'll have to especially remind, oh no, because Weedle's already gone. Sir Charles is a friend from work who had provided our original supply of Fun Dip, and it was currently in Texas to observe gravitational lensing during the total eclipse. Sir Charles, good to see you. It's been a minute. How is the trip going? How is Texas? I mean, things here, it's busy at work, picking up everybody's shifts while they're all out of town for the eclipse, but how are you? Quick Kitty said, well, I'm still using that for the highlight. Let the world know my hard work. Vera said, thank you for your hard work. Salute! Quick Kitty said, I haven't done the hard work yet, but it will be known. Sir Charles said, would 100% watch Worm Logan. Thank you, Sir Charles. So Sir Charles disagrees with y'all. Sir Charles would watch me as a worm. X-Ray says 80-year Logan streams would go hard, not gonna lie. Do you think my voice would just naturally turn into the Judge Udgy voice? Would that just be me naturally? That could be kind of fun. Let me read two more comments. We'll get back in the game. Quick Kitty said, I feel old in regards to learning about investigations too. It'd be like 11? Wow. Also, that was 30 minutes ago. Lol. Ray says, Logan rating our Pinterest profiles just seems really funny to me. I don't know why. Okay, so we'll put that down as another option. Rating Pinterest profiles. That could be cool. There we go. Okay. Get some good ideas. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna use maybe one of these, but then we can save the other ones for later. Okay, but let's play some more of the game. So we gotta present everything. Everything. Clay always used to cheerfully greet me in a loud voice. And he did vocal exercises every morning, sometimes until he was hoarse, right? Exactly! You could always hear him, even through the wall. Hey, wait a minute! Did you know Clay? No, we know Apollo, though. No, but like attracts like, as they say. I have never heard anyone say that in my life. I've heard people say like birds of a feather. I've never heard like attracts like. Is that a common phrase that I just don't know? All right, let's present this one. Present. Do you know anything about this piece of evidence? No? Sorry, I'm so useless. Oh. No, it's all right. There's no need to get all depressed. Okay, so that's what he says when he doesn't know anything. Clay carried me out and saved me, but after all that, to be killed with this blade. And the fact that the killer might be me. How? Oh, now Phoenix doing it. How? Now he's got you sighing, boss. Okay, present more stuff. Do you know anything about this piece of evidence? Okay, this is what he says when he doesn't have anything. This piece of evidence. Do you know anything about this piece of evidence? No, he knows nothing. He knows nothing, Jon Snow. Know anything about this piece of evidence? Come on, give me more content. I want to see everything here. Clay always used to cheerfully greet me in a loud voice. Okay, this is the same thing as before, talking about Clay. And one more piece of evidence. Please tell me if like the thing can be turned around. Nope, has nothing. So we're just gonna talk about regular stuff. So talk the case. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat though. Race it. Oh, that quick said, here comes Crystal with a steel chair. Oh, that must have been when she did the TTS that really got deep. Vera says, pull up. Ray said, so I switched to my laptop and stream is lagging so hard? Ooh, really? Huh, I hope it gets better. Beowulf says 36 inches since it's 3 feet. Well, is that what a yard is? Is it exactly 3 feet? I would just always assume a yard was like, just the length. Just here's what we think. It's like a cubit, which is supposed to be like the tip of the elbow to the tip of the fingers, but everybody has like different arm lengths. AMC says 7:36 about here times in PST. Quick Katie Salute says to Detective Arm, too bad a classic. And a funny guy named Ted had too much fun with a bomb and went ooh woo. He went ooh boom. Xavier, salute, Queen Katie said, also, this means Blackwell really said, oh, another trial with Juniper. Nah, no thanks. They all said, and this is the reason why the game was originally rated M, because unfortunate timing with the Boston Marathon bombing. So I thought it might have been like the pools of blood in like the flashback sequence, but I guess that does make sense. It's the same thing like I heard that the reason, I could be wrong, I heard the reason why the first Matrix movie was rated R was because like, I mean, it had a lot of violence, but it was all stylized and there's no like F-bombs or anything, but there was a lot of gun violence and people in black coats, and I think it happened like, or it came out shortly after the Columbine school shooting or something like that, because was it the one where the guys wore like long black trench coats and they had guns, and so they're like, you know, everybody was really sensitive about that. AMC said, Apollo dead in space theme case, and a clip from Vero. Okay, let's load up this clip. After this clip, we will get back into the game. I promise, but I do need to try and slowly eventually catch up to chat. This clip from Vero, which we'll put up in the clip viewer, we'll all watch together, is titled, Just a Little Guy. Okay, let's pop this up and see it.
Be dramatic! If we don't get out of here now, we're gonna die! Come on, this way! Hurry! Ow! Ouch! Hey, ow! Oh no, let me go! Oh no, I'm just a little guy! Oh, you're picking me up! Oh no! Be dramatic! If we don't get out of here now!
I don't know why I do half the crap I do on here. Thank you very much, Vero. I appreciate that. Read a couple more comments though. Ray says, have you seen that one Hatsune Miku doll that looks like, that's like 3 feet and looks uncanny? I love it so much. Okay, yes, I have seen it. I don't know if I love it so much would be my reaction to it, but yes, I have seen that. AMC says, Quick Kitty said, I'm sorry, Hickfield? Is this the one with the creepy nurse? Oh crap, what's his name? The weird guy with was that the Hickfield? I feel like that was a different clinic, but maybe it was a Hickfield clinic. I can't remember. Oh, Sir Charles says, good night, team, good luck. Oh crap, so Sir Charles came and went before I ever caught up to chat. I didn't get to say hi in real time. I'll have to, I should probably message. I actually did recently message Sir Charles, and I think I got left on red, so I don't know if I should message Sir Charles again or not. I don't know. Okay, let's play some more in the game here. Let's talk about the case. So, you have no memory at all of the incident? Oh, I'm so ashamed. My memory of the time is as black and clouded as a dark nebula. Still, it's strange you don't remember a thing. Are you sure you didn't take one of those anti-anxiety pills like they said at the trial? You got it all wrong. I told him during the investigation too. I don't know anything about any drugs. I never took any medication. He said that probably someone slipped it to him. I think it's probably true. It is true. I developed a fear of space because of what happened seven years ago. And I was taking medication secretly every now and then when my anxiety got bad. Having a fear of space is not something an astronaut can brag about, you know. Oh, so the so-called Hat 1 miracle. That must have been a terrifying experience. But I'm still an astronaut at heart, come what may. I would never take drugs that might impede my performance just before a launch. That launch meant everything to me. That's more certain than the theory of relativity. He seems like a completely different person now. This is the face of the astronaut I know. But the tranquilizers were found in your system. Oh, I moved my lips for that one. Yeah, see, that's the thing, but I don't know why. I'm done for. If you didn't take them, then maybe someone slipped them to you. Exactly, that's what I thought. It must have been the real culprit. My medication was in my locker. Anybody could have gotten their hands on it. Beep, boop. I love that they let me keep my iPad in prison. Maybe the real culprit also planted the detonator switch in your pocket. Well, I mean, if he was passed out, he was knocked out, he could have easily, like Clay Taryn gets killed. He's laying there unconscious, somebody comes and slips in his pocket. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I've been framed. I'll say, they even managed to plant your prints on the switch before slipping it in. It's a real possibility. Do you remember anything else that might be relevant? Anything at all, no matter how small. Like about the murder weapon, for example? Well, that knife. I think it came from one of the Space Center's utility kits. Utility kits?
Yeah, staff who work on machinery a lot are given these special toolkits to use. All the technicians have them, so I doubt you could prove whose knife it is. Utility knife updated the court record. Has a victim's blood on it from a set of utility tools used by Space Center techs. Let me read a few more comments in the chat. Queen Katie says, thank goodness we're not going there, lol. I don't want to see 3D nurse. Could be worse than 3D Trucy. She is a disappointment. Vera says, good night, Sir Charles. Queen Katie said, I kind of want to see if someone on YouTube actually made a chronological version of this game. Extremity says, I want there to be a character named Logan in Mega 10. I think it's fun when characters named Logan show up in things. It was so funny. Okay, so let me tell you this real quick. So at work, it was yesterday, the day before. I can't remember which day. I was at work. We're wrapping up a show. We're just letting the audience out, and I was closing the doors. And there was this guy. He was like a young father and his little tiny 2-year-old kid. And the kid was trying to wander into the theater by the exit door before I could close it. And the dad comes over and goes, oh, no, come here, Logan. And I go, oh, your kid is named Logan also. And I literally caught myself about to grab my lanyard and hold it up to a literal 2-year-old and show, see, my name is Logan also. And realize the kid can't read. The kid's 2 years old. Why am I showing the kid my name written down? Why am I doing that for a 2-year-old? But that's just, I guess assume that I'd probably show my name to my cat. I bet she can read for realsies. Let's see, Queen Katie said, that's a good clip, Vero. Vera says, rah, let's go Phoenix Crumbs. Vera says, I love it. I don't think it's just Phoenix Crumbs. We are Phoenix. Oh, I guess you can't see Phoenix, but we get to be Phoenix. You'll probably see him a lot during the next trial, I bet. Queen Katie said, the trials are the most clip-worthy stuff. I agree. Ray says, whenever I see someone hot, I too erupt into a violent screaming fit. I don't. Whenever I see someone attractive, I usually am just she's really cute. I wish I had a chance. And then I feel bad about myself. See, Quick Katie. Oh, there's where AMC says hubba bubba bubblegum. Quick Katie says, screw the game, more clips. Extreme says, add quote, screw the game. And quote number 71 says, heh, breast, hee hee, butt. Persona 3 Reload, March 30th, 2024. Extreme says, classic Logan. Oh, and Vera actually did add the clip, or the quote, screw the game, and there it is. Okay, it says, and then Quick Katie said, truly the most out of context quote. Okay, let's play some more of the game. I'm sorry, game. Baby. Game. I'm sorry I said screw the game. It's time to play you, game. It's time to play you all night long. All right, now we gotta talk about the Hat One Miracle.
You have to fix the brain lag, sir, and maybe you will cave a chance.
Okay, well, how do we define brain lag? Because I feel like if you guys see lag in this stream, it's mostly because of a combination of Twitch actually having lag and me just not being able to keep up with chat. I feel like in person talking to people, I want to assure you, AMC, listen to me, this is very important. When I talk to someone in real life, if I'm in a real life social setting, it doesn't take me a half hour to respond to what people say. I'm not out of sync by a half hour with IRL conversations. I know it probably seems like that, but I don't know. But thank you very much, AMC. I think there's probably other problems besides brain lag that is preventing me. But yes, thank you again very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. As I recall, your last trip into space was 7 years ago, right?
That's right. It was a pretty rough experience. During that mission, we had all kinds of problems with the craft.
I wonder if either in this case or the next case, we'll find out somebody sabotaged that spaceship 7 years ago, and it'll be the culprit of one of these trials.
You did? What kind of problems? Power failure, oxygen leakage, busted radio, cracked windows, loose control column. The heat shield came off as we were entering the atmosphere. Oh, I thought I was a goner. I thought I was Hugh O'Connor. But I managed to make it somehow with the popsicles and ice packs from the freezer.
No wonder they dubbed it the Hat One Miracle. It's a miracle you made it back.
Space is a boundless place. That's why it continues to capture people's imaginations. But the vastness of space shows us how insignificant we are in the scheme of things.
The darkness just goes on and on forever and ever and ever without end. There was nobody else there. Nobody was gonna come save me. I was all alone. All alone, with nothing to listen to but the sound of my own breathing and heartbeat. They sounded like this. And my heartbeat was like, it was like doing a double clap syncopation. Seriously, I have a really terrible heart problem. I kept scrambling to make repairs, but I couldn't keep my hands from shaking.
Great visuals for my flashback, right? An experience like that would make anybody afraid to go up into space. We'll talk about outer space in a minute. Let me read some more in the chat, though. Let's see. Vera says, sometimes I can hear Apollo's voice. I know, it's so sad that he's died so many times. Exterminator says, sometimes I can still hear Logan's voice. Like when? Exterminator, like, such as right now. That was Logan's voice saying right now. Quick said, BRB gonna grab some fresh water. In the meantime, thank you for the hydrate command. I will do that. I've burned through so much water tonight. I'm like running low already. By the way, we are well into the 2-hour mark at this point. So if anybody does have raid suggestions, now the time to maybe start looking. All right, let's see. AMC says it could have been pastry. Quick Katie said, just a few more days and we'd have another Christmas case. It says Phoenix meeting the man face to face, thinking this exact thought. No, not again. I'm not dealing with another Larry. Get me away from here. It's literally almost Christmas. No, that means it's not Christmas. And Vera with another clip. Wow, we've had so many clips tonight. I love it. Like, you guys have no idea how happy it makes me when you guys make clips. All right, so this clip from Vera, we'll pop it up on the stream, is titled, it's got another long title. It's titled, Trucy showing up for the chapter to say the most outrageous thing ever. Crap. I know what this clip is gonna be. All right.
I'm gonna bake some cookies and fill up my magic panties for you.
That is not something you should say to your dad.
Was I wrong?
Gonna bake some cookies and fill up my magic panties for you. Daddy, that's awful! I'm gonna bake some cookies!
All right, we'll stop that from looping around. Thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that, Vero. Reliving the trauma of that moment. Vera says, me and Quick Katie having a clip off. Exterminator says, clip. But never jumping again. But never jumping again sounds terrible. But okay, Vera, everybody here, how many times have you jumped in the last week? Like literally jumped off the ground. And how many of those times you jumped could have simply been replaced by stepping up on something? I'm just saying. Quick Katie said, hey, the stage has room for 2 clippers. It just happens that I went wild with the encore. Said Larry if he was into space and depression. That's the thing. It's not that he's depressed. He's just very into depression. Vera said he low-key looks like him too. I know he does, right? Ray says, Mina. Exterminator says, Mina. Wait, what? Oh, that's the purple girl. Exterminator says, I thought Logan's favorite was Uraraka because of his Daki Makura. I do not have a body pillover. That was literally a fleece blanket from Hot Topic that had the whole cast. The problem is when I draped it over my couch behind me, she was just like prominently displayed right there. But I've changed it. Now it looks like the floor of a 1990s era arcade instead. The only body pillow I have, I mentioned before, is one that I got from the Adult Swim Carnival at San Diego Comic-Con a few years ago with Mr. Poopy Butthole from Rick and Morty on it. I think I've shown you guys before. It's like right over here. See, it's right there. See? Because my shoulder still hurts, I can't reach over and move it much more than that. It actually hurt a little bit stretching it like that. AMC says 40 minutes is not super far. I'm slowly catching up. Quick Katie said, now, if this was P3R, he'd be an hour behind. Vera said, laughing, yeah, I blame the grindy gameplay. Says, I think Logan should sound like Judge Udgy permanently. Maybe that should be a redeem that we add. You pick a voice and I just have to talk like that for like 20 minutes or something. That would scare off lurkers. That would very much scare off lurkers. AMC says, at 80 years old, I can see you use the Judge Udgy voice being your real voice. People said, yeah, a yard is exactly 3 feet. Am I the only one who didn't know that? I know that a meter is 10 decameters, which is 10 centimeters, which is 10 millimeters. But I didn't know that. Ray says, ooh-wee, ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and your Hatsune Miku. Casamari says, Miku, ooey, ooh. AMC says, so he was high during his trial. Quick Kitty said, wait, do they have unlocked lockers? Vera said, laughing, but hey, you met a mini Logan. Wait. Oh, it worked. Wait, crap. That was just like a couple minutes ago. Am I almost caught up, Vera? Quick Kitty says, mini Logan, daw. Vera says, 2:12:12. I am suddenly only 8 minutes behind, almost to the second. I'm doing it. I'm slowly catching up. Okay, now we should probably play some game. I must have been chatting for like way too long. Okay, so we can actually play some game now. Outer space. With the experience you had, weren't you dreading this mission? What? No way. Of course not. Even now, I want to go up into space so bad I can barely stand it. Space. I have a crush on space. Space is so sexy. Oh. I want to shake off the Earth's gravity at escape velocity and spin around weightless! But you have to admit it was pretty harrowing. Weren't you even a tiny bit afraid? I was afraid. Of course I was. Still am. But space is man's final frontier. An unknown world. The cosmic truth is out there waiting for us somewhere. The cosmic truth. I like his attitude. Because like a lot of people, talk about, oh, if you're brave, you're not afraid of anything. No, like courage and bravery isn't not being afraid. Courage and bravery is overcoming fear. So I like that idea that like, yeah, I'm afraid, but I'm going to do it. I need to do this. It's important to me. I really like that. The cosmic truth, huh? I guess there are people looking for the truth in every walk of life. No matter how afraid I am, I'm sure I can manage. If I give in to my fear, I'll never find the truth. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up the fight. One thing's for sure, Mr. Starbuck's passion for space is undeniably the real deal. The victim, why do we just keep adding new stuff? Why don't we just have the conversation keep going? Victim, okay. The victim, Clay Terran. He was kind of like your protege, wasn't he? Well, it wasn't a big exaggeration. It wasn't a big exaggerated deal like master and apprentice or anything like that. Watch, touch him. Now I touch other things, and touch him. Touch the air, touch the air, touch the dead man. Touch the air, touch the air, touch a dead man. Yeah. But Clay did think of me as his mentor. The mentor and the protege. What a combination they must have been. With his encouragement, I knew I could get over my fear and get back into space. But now, Clay must have been very encouraging, huh? Yeah, it's funny, really. Whenever I'd hear him shout, "You're fine!" I had to complain once to HR because I thought he was talking about like me being fine. Yeah, like that kind of fine. I always got the feeling everything really was gonna be just fine. You're fine. Apollo says I'm fine, and you're fine all the time too. Wow. Am I the last one realizing they must have been friends? What? And I always feel encouraged too whenever I hear him shout it. Yeah, Clay and Apollo were best buds. Well, retroactively, he did not exist in the last game. They used to come visit the Space Center a lot ever since they were high school kids. One day, out of the blue, Clay even told me he wanted to be my protege. Those two hung around the Space Center so much, they were like a part of the staff. One time, during zero-G training, I started to panic a little bit. And the two of them took turns shouting, "You're fine!" over the radio. It was a simple thing, but it was exactly what I needed to hear. So, I'm fine and you're fine. We're like Apollo and Clay's secret phrases. Huh? See, secret phrase. I wish I could ask Apollo more about Clay and their relationship now, but he's dead. Speaking of Clay, how do you suppose he climbed down the ladder with you over his shoulder? He's strong. He took 2 trips. There we go, 2 trips. One like fireman carry down the ladder, and then the other goes back up against the thing. Let me read some more comments in the chat. Let's see. Beowulf says, strange journey protag could be named Logan, and it would fit because where he's from is dependent on your region. Wait, really? Oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. I just always name all my characters in games Logan. Almost all of them, not all of them. Let's see, and Vera, oh, that was where, yeah, the timestamp here, quick with the keyboard slam says Logan. I'm not clipping that, but wow, wait, what? What did I do? What did I do? It says Starbuck, what the heck? What did Starbuck do? It wasn't me. It really popped up my earbud. What did Starbuck do that was so bad? I don't know. And AMC with some emotes, what? I don't pay attention to things. Oh, there's a poll up. What's your favorite Dual Destinies running gag? Hubbub, hubbub, hubbub. I'm a goner, Hugh O'Connor. The whole Junie arc or Apollo dying. Oh, that's a toss-up. I like the Hugh O'Connor and Apollo dying bit. I don't know which one to vote for. That is tough. Ray says Magnus archive vibes. I'm still not familiar with it. I know you told me about it before. AMC says, so not a one guy. Oh, here we go. Twitch rate suggestion from Ray. Queen Shrooms says, I just went to the Enter the Gungeon tag and they look interesting. All right, let me copy this down because I know Weedle is streamed, but as I said before, we have streamed Weedle, or not streamed, rated Weedle relatively recently, and I like to try and spread the love out. So let me just copy this down so we'll be able to have this in mind for later. Oh, I just looked and, oh, darn it. Queen Shrooms is on a followers only chat, and I've been trying to pay more attention to that to make sure that we don't raid too many of those, but we will see. We'll see if Queen Shrooms is still on followers only a little bit later. But thank you very much for the suggestion. Quick Kitty said, we need a panty reel of all the times Logan has lost hope. Trucy, it's Trucy's fault. It's Trucy's fault. Okay, let's keep playing the game some more. Sorry, but I can't even begin to imagine. But he actually did climb down that ladder, so a way has to exist. From the freedom of space to the walls of a cell. But that prosecutor said the dark night sky isn't half bad through barred windows. You're fine! Solomon Soul Starbuck is fine! Everything's gonna be all right! Whoa, it doesn't sound right when you say it. And Athena Sykes is fine. Come on, Mr. Wright, you too! Oh, do I really have to? Phoenix Wright is fine. I like it when Miles says it. I can't hear you! Phoenix Wright is fine! We'll get you back into space yet, Mr. Starbuck. Believe in your own innocence and have faith in us! Apollo believed in you wholeheartedly. Oh, it's me, it's Phoenix saying it. Apollo believed in you wholeheartedly, and that's good enough for me. I believe in you too. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. I'll put my faith in you. And I vow to make it back into space! All I need first is a not guilty verdict. Oh, the poll's done. Oh, it's a four-way tie. All four of them. Hubbub, hubbub, hubbub. I'm a goner, Hugh O'Connor, the whole Junie arc, and Apollo dying. Wow, how did that happen? Well, there we go. Apparently they're either all good or all equally bad. I don't know which. All I need first is a not guilty verdict. Sure feels nice to reassure ourselves every now and then that we're all fine. Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's get our investigation of the Space Center started. Pronto! Good idea. Let's go. You can tell me what pronto means. Pronto means pronto. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, so we can leave now. Hey, wait, anything else we know? Because we didn't get any new evidence. We already talking about everything. So, bye. We're taking off. Oh, we're going to the entrance to the Space Center. New location! Oh, they got one of those little cutout things! I want to be the little squid alien guy.
December 19th, Cosmos Space Center entrance.
Wow. I was wondering what kind of place this Space Center would be. Oh, I just realized that, it's fully animated up here. I mean, the flags are one thing, because they're just like squiggly little cutouts, but this is like a fully rendered thing moving. It almost looks like an amusement park of the future. Yeah, did you know they even let the public see their rockets up close? Okay, so now we must meet some new character, right? Some crazy weird, oh crap, I hope it's not gonna be, they're not gonna bring back Wendy Old Bag, right? Because she had like a weird spacesuit theme last time we saw her. Oh, so check it out. Look at how brightly the Gyaxa logo shines in the sunlight above the entranceway. Oh, that's supposed to be an A in the middle. I thought it was like a Star Trek kind of thing. I really dig the stars and rocket motif it's got going. Gyaxa, huh? Isn't that the new name of the Federal Space R&D program? Yeah, but why the strange acronym? I mean, what is GYA supposed to stand for? Galaxy? If that were it, then the whole thing would be something like Galaxy Exploration Agency. Which, if you ask me, I'd have abbreviated to GAXA, or even Gaia. I guess so? Oh, I know, maybe the person who came up with the name just really likes the letter Y. This is so funny, because like last chapter, I asked you guys about it, and I believe it was Vero came in with some trivia and explained it, and it's so quick. And now we're having like an entire scene talking about how clever the devs are. This exchange is beginning to feel oddly like deja vu. I know, because we had this conversation with chat last time. Anyway, this place is more than just a research facility. It's also a tourist attraction. Okay. Okay, so who's this person? Tourist attraction, don't make me laugh. It's a monument to the human race. Okay, we can't do a character voice till we see the person. Galactic shooter, full speed ahead. What? Why, he's no eyeball, there's no patch, there's just skin. Yikes, who's this geezer? And what's he want? I don't know, but he's amazing.
Look upon me, and look well! Behold the great power of space science! Boing, 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 boing. Oh, my mustache hair is so elastic!
I dig this music too. Let's read some more in the chat. Let's see. Ray says, for just chatting, we could send in previous Logan clips to rewatch on stream. We one time had like a contest for like a best stream clip of the year at one point. Okay, Queen Katie with another clip. Speaking of clips, let's load this one up out of the stream and check out this one all together. This clip from Queen Katie is titled Starbucks in a Nutshell. Okay, so maybe this one will explain what you guys were all upset about.
All alone, with nothing to listen to but the sound of my own breathing and heartbeat. They sounded like this. And my heartbeat was like... It was like doing a double clap syncopation. Seriously, I have a really terrible heart problem. I kept scrambling to make repairs, but I couldn't keep my hands from shaking.
Great visuals for my flashback, right?
Thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that, immortalizing that awful breathing noise. Quick said, thank you, Logan, for reading chat while I was timing that clip. Says, once again, the URL name strikes again. This one was Popular Wanding Peafowl. Not like this. Let's see. Quick said, I want to know what system Twitch does for these names. I assume it's just that they have like random funny sounding words and phrases they use to replace like letters and alphanumeric codes. Ray says, Popular Wandering Peafowl. Not like this. No! Quick says, Logan, stop it, sir. Spritz water bottle. Bad. What did I do? What did I do? Ray says, does Logan think before he speaks, or is it all intentional? I don't think before I speak. It's just like, it goes straight out there. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Quick said, imagine being an adult astronaut doing a task, almost breaking down, only for the two little teen boys to both scream, you're fine, and somehow that works? Vera said, what if Clay came up to a girl and yelled, you're fine? Would that work? Okay, and Ray with a clip. Okay, I don't know what this is. Is this gonna be the one that you guys were all mad at me about? Let's pop this clip up onto the stream and see what this one is. This clip is titled, What Was Logan Looking At? Wrong Answers Only? I have no idea, but Starbuck is on the screen, so maybe this is gonna show why you were all mad at me. So, I'm fine and you're fine. We're like Apollo and Clay's secret phrases. Huh? See, secret phrase. So, I'm fine and you're fine. We're like Apollo. I honestly don't know what I was looking at. I think it was just sort of a a glancing off into nothing sort of a choice. I don't know. Wow, I honestly don't know. Okay, we'll read 2 more comments. We'll go back in the game. Bailiff said, yeah, since Strange Journey is an international effort, in localization, instead of having the protagonist be from Japan, like in the Japanese version, they made him to be from US and also Canada. If you're from Canada, that's really cool. Quickade said, Logan, the quote, I'm not clipping that, unquote, was towards you being like, I'm not gonna screw the game, I'm gonna play you real good. Oh, that was it. Crap, yeah, why did I say that? I was just talking to the game. Said, would you want that in the clip roulette? No, I wouldn't. I would not want that in the clip roulette, so thank you for not clipping that. I feel like if Rukov was here, he'd clip that. He does things that make me look bad. Okay, so we got this new character.
Look upon me and look well. Behold the great power of space science.
Pardon me, but you are?
My glorious name is Yuri Cosmos.
Oh. Crap, he's the murderer. For some reason, I thought Yuri was like a woman's name, so I thought it was a... Oh, man, look at this, the start buttons. Okay, that's probably just supposed to be the two little slots that, like, the string goes through, but they look like a Super Mario Brothers star. Like, you grab it, and then you're invincible, and you can kill anything you touch. So, darn it, he's gonna be the killer then, probably. But, you know, if he's a killer on a Segway, that makes it whimsical.
I am the director of the Cosmos Space Center, the center of the cosmos.
Wait, oh, he does have a second eye. Why could we not see his eye before? Okay, he has both eyes. It grew back. It grew back. Boss, that was pretty groan-inducing. Well, if this person is the Space Center's director, then that means... Aha! So you were one of the first to discover Clay's body, weren't you? And who was the first to find the victim? Actually, there were 2 of them.
The Space Center director, Yuri Cosmos, and Detective Candace Arm.
Oh, what? What's he looking at? Which way? Let's see. I feel like I'm missing something important.
That is correct. I was honored to be the very first man in all of space and time to discover the body. But this talk of the incident, are you by any chance the space police?
You can't tack the word space onto just any old thing, you know. We're Mr. Starbucks lawyers. We're here to investigate his case. I think you can attach space onto things. You know, even though I gave Black Will a hard time for saying, like, Earth Yard, I think that it's fun. And Clam and I actually have an inside joke with this, with attaching the prefix either human or Earth before things, just to make it sound like that you're an alien in disguise. Like, you're having food, it's like, oh, wow, this is some real great human food here. Or, okay, let's go and, let's all pile into the Earth car and drive over to the human city over there, you know, things like that. I think it's funny. Oh, and we're Earth lawyers, by the way. See? That makes it sound like Athena is an alien in disguise, and that is delightful.
Ah, I see, yes, I've heard about you. In that case, by my esteemed privilege, I grant you permission to investigate. I trust you are appropriately grateful. Now, go ahead, have at it.
I can already tell he's going to be nothing but trouble. And is probably a murderer. I shouldn't assume. There might be other suspects. We haven't met everybody yet. It could just be Ted to Nate again, maybe. I don't know. Because did we ever figure out what his motive was for blowing up the first? No, yeah, it was because Candace Arm figured out something. It was to kill her because, like, she figured out he was doing something illegal. Don't let him hear you say that, or you'll see what trouble really is. Let's just be professional and ask him about when he found the body, okay? But first I gotta present my badge. Look at my badge, bro. Excuse me, but about this piece of evidence.
Let me ask you a question. What will that object contribute to the future of mankind?
Huh? Oh, not much, I guess.
Huh. Then how important could it be? Quite unlike the great historical figure, Yuri Cosmos.
Blaming people for murders without evidence? Not cool, Logan.
Why, do we need evidence? All you need in this game is proximity and a pun name, and you're probably a murderer. Probably. I'm just saying, besides, I feel like y'all have blamed me for stuff without evidence plenty of times. But thank you very much to the TTS Crystal. Let me read a few more comments in the chat because I was almost caught up before and I probably don't want to like get behind again all over again. Let's see, Vera says, Queen Katie, darn, I missed it. Queen Katie says, lol, I know, right? Like, I could have clipped it, but I chose not to, as a mercy towards Logan. Said, don't worry, though, if you really want to, I could go back for it after stream. Vera says, fair. Ray says, we should raid Trump or Biden 2024, AI Trump versus Biden. Oh, that is tempting, because, like, the AI stuff cracks me up. I just worry that because I don't want to, like, even dip my toes into political stuff. I'll write that down, and I will think about that, because I do love those memes that they used to do where it was like AI of Trump, Biden, and Obama like playing Minecraft together and talking about anime. And I don't know why, but I think it's because that stuff was totally non-political. Like it was just like their voices, but they were having absurd conversations that had nothing to do with actual politics. Quickie said, there was a poll? What? Yeah, there was a poll for your favorite running joke so far that we have in Dual Destinies. Vera said, I'm sneaky like that. Quickie said, I would have voted hubbub, hubbub, hubbub. Quickie said, new stuff, yay! Vera said, oh my gosh, we're gonna meet my little old man. Is this your little old man, Vera? I didn't even know there was a little old man here. Quickie said, we're in the fresh air, finally! Don't worry, Logan. We still do not have 3D Wendy. Good. Oh, good. So that means, like, Spirit of Justice, we're also safe from her as well. Vera says, old bag is busy stalking Miles. I bet Capcom probably decided that. She's officially an Edgeworth supporting character now, much like, unfortunately, Gumshoe. Okay. Let me have a sip of water. I still need to, like, ration this because this is all the water I have left now, and then we'll play some more. We're 20 minutes away from the 3-hour mark, so again, any more raid suggestions, we'll check them out. We also could raid Weedle. Like I said, I do try to spread the love around. Okay, and that is a great pose too. If he's any more self-absorbed, he'll turn into his very own black hole. Okay, so sorry, I just have to, I've been talking so much with so little oxygen, I feel like I'm gonna get the hiccups. It's a weird feeling. I don't get it outside of the stream, but toward the end of these streams, I feel like I am going to get, like, I don't have the hiccups yet, but I'm going to get them. So that's what he says when he has nothing to say about evidence, so we'll quickly go through everything.
What a shame, truly. Clay was so young. He was an outstanding man who could have contributed greatly to the future of mankind.
He was an exceptional man, wasn't he?
If he had gone into space, my reputation would have grown even loftier. Why did he have to die before he went into space?
Someone needs to teach him he is not the literal center of the cosmos. What about this one? Excuse me. Okay, so this is where he has nothing to say. Calls himself a historical figure. Bloody knife! Okay, Clay was so young. So this one is stuff just related about Clay. Diagram. Nope, nothing to say. Okay, we're halfway through the evidence. We're just gonna zip through this real quick. Nothing to say about the, was that the bombing report, I think? Okay, wrong button. We're gonna look at this one now. The picture of the scanner door. Nothing to say. Boy, there's nothing to say about a lot of stuff. What about the security camera? Nothing to say. What about the armband? Tell me at least if the thing turns around. I want it to be 05, not 50. Even though it's probably not relevant anymore. Nope. Okay, I guess we just gotta talk to him about what he wants to talk about. Talk. Yuri Cosmos. About the bomb. No, we gotta talk about him. I am fascinated with this man. So, as director, what do you do here at the Space Center specifically?
Defend peace across the galaxy and promote space development in this country. No matter what obstacles stand in our way, we keep going for the sake of mankind.
I believe I used the word specifically in my question.
Attention all personnel, to your break stations, prepare for break.
Oh, I get it. You just wander around and tell people what to do in a self-important manner.
Oh, and he's accepting. Yeah, that is exactly right, because I am an important man. My manner is important.
Mr. Wright, this man doesn't get sarcasm. Well, there's bound to be some people like that here in the boundlessness of space.
What's that? You want to know what it is that makes me important specifically? Very well, I will tell you. I was the central figure of the Hat 1 project.
Okay, so we're gonna probably somehow find out that he was responsible for the Hat 1 disaster, and that maybe Clay Terran found out and was gonna go public with it, and so he had to silence him. That's gonna be what it is, or something like that. Let me read some more comments in the chat before I get too much further behind. Quick Katie said, I remember saying how there was a joke case before Spirit of Justice where Wendy was like, I'm the next game, he. And Phoenix objects, says, actually, no, you're not, because you're still 2D. Oh, that's fun. Vera's, wait, did we see that in one of the games? Maybe I just forgot about it if we did. Vera said, silly old man. Quick Katie said, judgy, but edgy, like Edgeworthy. Vera said, yeah, the clips competition got us. The toilet duck, oh, that's right, because that's what it was. The winner got to pick a redeem. And I love the toilet duck redeem. It's been very useful. Ray says, if the raid suggestion is still on, followers only, we could raid Joe Smo. Let me copy that one down as well. Thank you very much for all these raid suggestions. Just make sure that we have these all set up, because we are slowly approaching the 3-hour mark. And Joe Smo, it looks like he's playing Risk of Rain 2. Quick said, today's stream is so much fun, I'll keep dying from laughter. I'm glad you enjoyed it, but it's not over yet. We still got at least another 15 minutes, but I'm glad that you're laughing so much. Xamaria says, potato. Quick said, so remember when you thought Yuri was a girl, all cute old man on a scooter? I don't know why I thought it was a girl. I think it's just because of the name Yuri. Wasn't that one of the girls from Doki Doki Literature Club? She was Yuri? Maybe that's why I associate that name with girl. But Yuri Gagarin was like a man. So Yuri Gagarin, however you say it. Let's see, Ray says Paul Blart Space Cop. Hey, Dustin says Logan. It's Logan, everybody. Everybody loves Logan. Well, not everybody. Dustin, I don't know if you realize that the girls do not love Logan. But Dustin, hey, Vero, can we do a shout out for Dustin? I know Dustin always gets embarrassed with shout outs, but if anybody wants to watch like poker streams, some old Texas Hold'em, you can do a Dustin stream. How you doing, Dustin? Vera says Yuri most likely comes from Yuri Gagarin, who was the first human to journey into outer space. I'm sure you know what cosms is. Yes, I'm assuming that's a typo, but I know what a cosm is. A cosm is a big pit you fall in. You fall in a cosm, or it's a space bosom. Oh, there we go. It's the Among Us days. Was this? Wait, is this?
What happened?
Is this a clip? Was I in this clip? I can't. I'm in this clip. Look, you can see me. There I am in the right-hand column.
Okay,
There I am, guys. That was the one who played Among Us.
really sus.
See, that was my dude. My little orange dude with the egg on a head and the lab coat. Oh, I miss those Among Us days. Thank you very much for doing the shout out, Vero. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's play a little bit more here.
You may proceed to be appropriately impressed. Now, go ahead. Have at it. Be impressed.
I might be more impressed if I knew what he did for it, specifically. I also think that, this is just a generalization, but I feel like most people who we should be impressed with in real life are impressive enough that we don't need to be told to be impressed. I'm just saying. About the bombing. Wait, why is the button not working? Why is the button not working? Oh, there we go. Just froze for a second, I don't know why. Could you tell us what you know about the incidents from the other day?
I refuse.
What?
Explaining is a job for common folk. The director of the Space Center. Not the director of the Center of the Cosmos. Yes, hands behind my back.
Actually, I was about to say, I was thinking in my head, I'll just turn around and read his lines with my back to the screen, but then I realized his lines are written on the screen. I cannot do that. I am dumb.
My testimony will go down in space history, will be heard in the courtroom.
What? So does that mean you'll be taking the stand tomorrow?
That is correct. I will be the most glorious witness in the history of mankind.
I'm not sure if he really understands what being a witness is all about. Looks like Director Cosmos is the type that only talks about what he wants to talk about. Indeed. I'll read a couple more comments in the chat and still ration my tiny little bit of water remaining. Sequin Katie said, yes, I do in fact know what a cosmos is. See? You fall in a cosm. Or like I said, it's space bosom. A cosm. Vera says, exactly! Crystal, oh, those were the TTS. Vera says, bad lawyer, Logan. Would I make a bad lawyer? Like, for realsies, would I be a bad lawyer? If I suddenly quit streaming and went to law school, would I be able to be a good lawyer, or would I be a bad lawyer? Crystal says, being a puppy kicker, have plenty evidence, and children endangerment, too. Quick Katie said, yeah, that's an iffy thing for me. I don't watch Twitch to wreck me AI streams. Vera says, same. Quick Katie said, or politics, actually. And that's what I'd worry about, is something like that. I wouldn't want it to, like, delve into politics. But I think it's been funny. I know somebody posted a clip online I saw where the person was watching an AI Family Guy episode, but for some reason, the character Brian was broken, and every time he would talk, it was just like this loud, high-pitched computer screech, and it was like, ah, kind of a thing. And so, like, people kept just leaving in droves every time Brian would talk, and that's kind of amazing. But I'm becoming more and more unhappy about AI getting used by, like, professional stuff. I think AI, the type of stuff that we use, like, for image generation, I personally think that could be fun for not making money off things, but, like, for people making money, like professional companies, it is stealing other people's art and just patchworking it together to create new. That's what the machine learning is. It studies off of people's art, like on DeviantArt and places like that, and then basically steals their art. It's plagiarism. It's awful, in my opinion. Anyway, Crystal says, there are AI streams? There are. Queen Katie said, I surely haven't seen them yet, and I don't want to anytime soon. Crap, and a hydrate command. This might be the last of my water. Oh no, I have a tiny little bit left. I have a tiny little mouthful left. Thank you for the hydrate command. Queen Katie says, deep breaths, Logan. Stretch too. Okay, I will stretch. I will stretch. Hang on. See, Vera says, I love Cosmos. He's silly. Okay, that makes me think maybe he won't be a murderer then. Maybe it'll be somebody else. Oh, there's a new poll. Says, objectively, in parentheses, would Logan be a good lawyer? Okay, I won't vote in this one in order to keep the voting pure, because I feel like I'm biased. But let's see. Quick Katie said, I would find the video of that joke case, but it literally spoils the next game's DLC case. Oh, sad times. Aw, it says, I will share that after, though, in several months. Please do. Cooksha says, Yuri is also a type of fanfiction. I am. That is to ladies what yaoi is to dudes, correct? I think? And Vera says, on it, boss! And Dustin says, the Among Us days were some of the best of our lives. I mean, the whole, like, pandemic lockdown that was going on, not being able to go anywhere because everything was shut down, that kind of sucked, but the Among Us was fun. Okay, let's play a little bit more of the game. Then let's at least try to ask him about the things he might be willing to open up about. About Hat 1. The Hat 1 was a rocket that launched into space 7 years ago, correct? And despite numerous problems, it somehow made its way back home?
I suppose it is part of my job to educate ignorant young folk like you. Very well, I will impart to you the complete story of the Hat 1 project.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hat 1's noble mission was to collect samples from an asteroid. And Mr. Starbuck was the pilot for that flight.
I don't think this game realizes, like, how difficult that would be to do with our current level of technology, but okay, go off, game.
Eventually, the Hat 1 reached its planned orbit, from where it launched the Hope probe towards the asteroid belt. From there, the Hope probe began its long, lonely journey into the far reaches of space.
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought they were sending like a manned mission, like the astronauts to the asteroid itself. Oh, the poll is done. 71% say yes, with 2 people saying nope, and Queen Katie contributing 20 channel points. Did Queen Katie vote nope twice, or am I just assuming things? Maybe that's a good lawyer brain, or maybe it's a bad lawyer brain, but thank you, the 71% that said yes. Awesome. Let's see, Queen Katie said, I looked up the joke case. Apparently it's called a court skit. Anyway, it's so funny and weird, man. If I didn't literally spoil many stuff about the DLC case for Spirited Justice, I'd show it. Well, we'll eventually get there. We got so much game stuff still to play. Cookster says, I am not very knowledgeable about poker, but I do love me some Son Balatro? Oh, is that new card playing game that's like on Steam? Is that what that is? Quick Katie said, I'm still sharing in the Discord, just spoiler tagged for Logan Sad Times. Well, you guys can all enjoy it. I do really appreciate everybody usually being really, really good with the spoiler tag so I don't accidentally get spoiled. And Vera says, poll up. Queen Katie said, counterpoint, Logan is a good lawyer. After hours of bluffing. That's important, right? Maybe? Hang on, I gotta breathe for a second. I'm getting that feeling like I'm gonna get the hiccups again. And we only got like 5 more minutes to the 3-hour mark. We can make it. I could breathe later, you know? Man. Okay, that feels a bit better.
Then, after a terrifying struggle, the Hat One returned safely to Earth. That struggle was when the incident known...
Oh, it's Athena. That struggle was when the incident known as the Hat One miracle occurred, right?
Correct. And it truly was a miracle. Of course, they just had to turn the ordeal into a movie. As for the Hope probe, it did eventually arrive safely at its destination.
You know what I would love? I'd love it if Yuri Cosmos is... If he has, like, some really stupid motivation for committing murder. Like, what if... Because he sounded upset that it got turned into a movie. What if he is mad because the movie got made and they replaced him in it with, like a young, ambitious black woman who don't need no man or something like that. And he got cut for the movie for like a new character they created like that. And he's like so upset. And I killed Clay Tarrant for some reason. Maybe Clay like started dating the woman. I just want a ridiculous motive for some strange reason. I don't know why.
It obtained a few samples from the asteroid and returned to Earth but a few days ago.
So what kind of samples are they? Well, what's in them?
Rock. The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. Regrettably, we've had no time to inspect the samples due to everything that has occurred. Ha! But this puts our space development program ahead of other countries by several years.
Oh, that's quite impressive. I guess this guy isn't just a loudmouth braggart after all.
In the golden age of space development, not the dark age of law, but the golden age of space development. Our predecessors were successful in bringing a moon rock back. That is the greatest achievement in the history of this space center. The public fell in love with space and all of its glorious potential.
A moon rock, huh? I remember that being big.
Ah! Our endeavors with the moon rock live on in our work with these asteroid samples. I want to bestow new hopes and dreams for the future upon mankind once again. That is my mission as the man who stands at the center of the cosmos.
I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. I hear Cave Johnson took moon rock space dust and made like fun little portal surface gels out of it. Let me read a few more comments in the chat though. Vera said, to me, I say yes because they can do theater, and that is literally what Phoenix Wright did. That's right, there was no lawyer skills that Phoenix Wright had. Extreme says, objectively, what about subjectively? Quick Katie said, you know, the context that Phoenix was in art school makes all of those times he made fun of paintings even more funny. Vera said, you never know with me, though. I love villains. Bill said, agreed. Using it for fun is one thing, but using it professionally, don't do it. Yeah, that's where I get really uncomfortable with it. Ray says, AI art is fun when you make a picture of Super Mario skydiving, but if you were to post that online to get a reputation, it gets closer to being immoral. That's my opinion. Well, I get really upset then with these people who are like trying to pass themselves off as AI artists. They're like, oh, I poured over this prompt for hours. I'm getting so much better at my AI art. It's like, no, you're not. You did nothing to create art. You told a program to steal art. That is all you're getting good at doing, in my opinion. Crystal says, Logan would not be a good lawyer. He forgets facts most of the time. Fair, okay, fair. But in my defense, when we play these games, they get really broken up and spread out over long periods of time, which actually is probably what happens in real life, though. I told you guys, I know I mentioned this probably a couple of years ago. I got to testify in court in a drunk driving case once, and that was pretty fun. I liked it. So I'm guessing Crystal was one of the people who voted no then. Bill said, exactly, if you were to share it, then it would Then it should open that it would be open that it was made using AI. Go ahead and use it, but be open if something was made with it. And in professional settings, just don't do it. Queen Katie said, I mean, we're getting closer to the IRL day that Apollo is about to have a very bad day. Vera said, chat surprisingly believe in Lawyer Logan. I know, I was surprised, pleasantly surprised. Queen Katie said, I said, yes, Sir Logan, how dare you? Well, I saw you spend points. I don't know. Ray said, I wonder whoever could have said no. Oh, so were you the other one, Ray? Crystal said, he's accusing without evidence again. Crap. See, this is why. But was I convincing? Ray says, Crystal, like a good lawyer. Ah! Says, this is why you won't be a good lawyer, Logan, says Crystal. Cookster says, it's a summary. Balatro is a roguelike poker game. A roguelike poker game? I don't know how that even works, but it sounds interesting. By the way, we're almost at the 3-hour mark. Let's keep going. We got to get to like
TTS, Logan, I'm in mobile. I can't vote.
Oh, wait, have they still not fixed that? Crap. So that means even more people, like had you been able to vote, the no vote would have been increased. But we do need to play some more. We need to get to like a good pausing moment, which I'd like to say is for like drama, a good cliffhanger moment, but it's really just a moment where if I see the screen, I'll be able to kind of remember, oh yeah, that's where we were the next time we play. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there.
What? Bite your tongue! It's not for anything so base as money or politics. It's all for the brilliant future that awaits mankind, and all for my illustrious mission. With the recent budget cuts, my staff tells me finances are tight, but I won't hear it.
I guess even a space program has to watch its budget. By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing. Oh, it's fine. Phoenix, why? I want to do the voice of the character I see. By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing, Athena. Huh? Oh, well, you know, I thought I better brush up for the case. Is that so? So once again, we're hinting at the fact that she has some history with some of these characters since Starbuck recognized her. But why is she hiding it? Obviously, it has to do with her past where she saw a murder or something like that, all the pools of blood and everything. But why lie about it?
Well, I will be on my way. As you can see, I am a very busy and very important man. Ho, Galactic Scooter! Fire up the main engine! Max battle speed and engage!
I'd love it if his little segue was voice activated. Oh, wait. That thing is surprisingly fast. I guess we better get going, too. You bet. Let's make it so. Because he said engage, and that's what Captain Picard said. And he also says, make it so. Star Trek, the next generation. Present to Athena, my badge. Oh, it's the birds that are not as annoying as the previous games. My badge is starting to look pretty good on me, don't you think? You know, it suits you well. I'm starting to feel like it gives me more dignity and presence, too. Ha! I think she might be expecting a little too much from one tiny little badge. Let's present her the other stuff. Why not? All right, let's see. I'm getting the sense that you are perplexed by this piece of evidence. Well, I guess that's true. You see, even the simple act of presenting evidence reveals your underlying emotions. I guess I better be careful when I present evidence then. Okay, so that's what she says when she has nothing to say. Nothing to say. Let's see, Queen Katie said, April 20th, 2026 is the day Apollo defends Phoenix and then regrets it for the rest of his life. Oh, so like in real life, we're getting close to it. Says only 2 more years. Vera said the day his life got ruined. But through all of that, it eventually, through like domino effects, led to him meeting Juniper Woods, who is going to be, I hope she's his future wife. I always hate it when like games or cartoons or TV series or something, a character meets a love interest who is just so perfect and then is just inexplicably gone later. Anything? No, getting the sense. Quick Katie said this day would be just as hyped as the day Phoenix lost his badge. Vera says, I remember the fandom celebrating it like a holiday. It was a fun day. That's actually really cool. Ray says, that too. People are acting like writing a sentence into a bar is as much effort as drawing art. I know. It's like people want to be like all full of themselves and think, oh, I'm so great. I'm an artist. I feel like, because being a good artist is one of those, it's an amazing talent. Especially for online, because you can just post art and you immediately see it and you love it and it's great and it's wonderful. And I think some people just get jealous of that. And they try to figure out a way to like get in on that type of attention. I think anyway. Ray says, I'm on mobile. I can vote. Oh, so is it working? And Crystal says, what? Ray says, you can't vote on mobile? Crystal says, Twitch is being bad to me then. Ray says, I just vote on mobile. Okay, well, here's the question, Ray. Are you voting in the mobile app or are you voting in like a mobile browser? Because maybe that's the difference. Crystal says no to Ray. Queen Katie said, yeah, it's an update on Twitch that breaks mobile voting, apparently. Says, because I didn't update and was able to vote on mobile. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so she doesn't give us any evidence. Vera says, yikes, our Little Nut Megan! Says, heck yeah, we're here for TNG references. Also, hi, Little Nut Megan. Good to see you. Well, I mean, it was an obvious TNG reference. Anyway, but how are you doing? Are you on, some people, actually, I don't know if you're in school or not. I was gonna ask if you're on spring break, because some people are doing school stuff. Can we talk to her about anything? What to do? Any ideas? No, let's just move. Oh no, let's move. Let's get out of here. I wanna go to a new place. Ooh, inside the boarding lounge. Giant seahorse, space seahorse!
December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, boarding lounge.
Oh, and it turns around good. I was worried it was gonna leave. That's delightful. Oh, and you got like one of those chairs you strap in to like simulate G-forces up in the ceiling. So this is where Mr. Terran was murdered. Yeah, this is the lounge. Let's see that diagram the police made again. Right now, we're in the main building here on the right side on the 3rd floor. Clay and Mr. Starbuck fled here from Launchpad 1 after the explosion. You there! No admittance without express permission. Wait, where's Fulbright? Fulbright should be talking, not some random policeman. We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We've come to investigate. Sorry, nobody gets in without permission. Not even the police superintendent. Can't have Detective Fulbright getting mad at me. So Detective Fulbright is this is crazy. We just go to his, hey, in justice we trust, and then we're good. Yeah, he's in the Launchpad 1 corridor.
Imagine you just fall down after sitting there. Anyways, Space Horse.
Anyway, Space Horse! Oh, and there's also like a ringed gas giant, kind of like Saturn in the distance. So yeah, we get the whole alien thing. I wonder if that's like just like on a screen, like it's you know, just like a big flat screen showing like the picture, or if they have an actual animatronic Space Horse out there. That'd be really cool. That'd be fancy. And thank you very much for the TTS. And yeah, falling out of that. Well, I mean, because I've never ridden in one of those, but I would imagine that you would probably need help out. So having it on the ceiling probably doesn't seem especially safe to me. Yes, he's in Launchpad 1 corridor. Go get clearance from him and we'll talk. This will be good. We're going to get to end on seeing Fulbright tonight. Blessing your eyeballs with some Fulbright. Leave it to me. I'm great at getting intel out of Detective Fulbright. Let's see. What trick should I use on him today? Be nice to him. He's a nice man. You don't need to trick him. Just be nice. I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid. So to get to the Launchpad 1 corridor, we just have to go through that door with the blue rocket on it, I think. No, that's where blue rockets go to pee. Wait, that door! It looks awfully familiar. It's almost like it's the one in our court record right here. Good eye there, boss. This is the door Clay and Mr. Starbuck used during their escape from the launch pad. Come on, I want to get to Fulbright. Ah, that explains it. The fingerprint system has been deactivated, so I think we can just pass through. Now, come on, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's see Fulbright. Launchpad number 1 corridor. We're gonna see a whole robot. Can he be our friend?
December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, Launchpad 1 corridor.
So this is it, huh? Oh, they even have those moving walkways like at the airport. That's cool. This is the corridor the two of them used in their escape. Except if the power was out during the explosions, they probably still had to walk. Yup, this is the only thing connecting Launchpad 1 with the main building. I see police tape down at the other end.
I guess we won't be looking at the launch pad.
After the explosion, this whole corridor must have been filled with smoke. And the launch pad itself was probably a sea of flames. Must have been pretty scary for them. Now, where could Detective Fulbright be? I want to talk to the robot. Hey, I think that's him over there. I hope we get another thing like when he popped out the window. I hope he'll just like pop out in the far distance in the background. Like, in justice we trust. Please, please, please. Oh, there he is. What should I do? Which path is the path of justice? There we go. It sounds like he's having a bit of a moral dilemma here. Let's save over that spot there. I gotta read some more in the chat, even though we don't have background music. C. Vera says, yikes. Oh, I read that from, oh yeah. I read that from Little Megan. Quick Katie said, shoot the app an update for me. Well, good thing. I'm a PC user anyway. Ray says mobile app. The mobile app. Okay, so maybe it's a difference in mobile. I don't know. I just don't update my apps. Little Megan says, spring break was in March for me. Just crunch time for a few more weeks until the end. See, that's what I was saying before. But like when I was in school, it was always the week leading up to Easter. And everybody's like having it now. It was crazy busy at work this past week. Quick Katie says, seahorse. Wait, no, actually. Little Megan says, oh, such a creature. Queen Katie says, space horsey. It reminds me of space boyfriend. Ray says, Gerald. Is that his name? Little Megan says, there's only one gender, and it is rocket. Ray says, blue rocket. Quick Katie says, robot. Ray says, opposed to red rocket, in which we speak not of. I was gonna mention some, but I was trying to be dignified. Vera said, this is about to be Logan's favorite chapter. Quick Katie said, these guys are way cuter than the ones in Raincoat. Oh, the little Alma pals? They were fun, though. But yeah, I like this little robot. And Crystal posting the link to the confessions thing. Vera says, cliffhanger. Ray says, his name is Gerald now. All right, well, there. So let it be written, so let it be run, so let it be done. The space horse's name is Gerald. Quick Katie said, what a perfect way to end the stream with our man Fulbright. In justice we trust. In justice we trust us. More like it. And with that, wait, what time? 3 hours, 10 minutes, 58 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Yeah. All right, so of the raid options we've got, Queen Shrooms is still live playing Rogue Company, but it's still on followers only. So we can probably do Joe Smo, because I don't think we've rated him before, who is playing Risk of Rain 2. So let's go ahead and type that in. One moment here. And we'll get the raid going on. Because I'm looking, I don't even see... Doesn't look like Weedle's even live anymore. I was going to check to see if Weedle was still up, but he's not showing up on my list. I might have to refresh the list, though. I feel like sometimes it doesn't refresh. Okay, so there we go. And Vera already posted the raid command, so there it is. Let's see. Vera says Space Horse equals Gerald. Okay, so thank you for a very chaotic stream. Those are the most fun, though, right? Vera with the schedule command. Okay, that was this past week, because that went through today. This next week, for anyone who might be lurking, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. This week should be back to normal. I have to find out one thing from Clam. He's trying to get me to commit to do something on Friday. I'm trying to see if I can get out of it. We'll see how that goes. So it should be back to normal with alternating between Persona 3 Reload and Ace Attorney Dual Destiny. So that means Tuesday is going to be Persona 3. Thursday will be some more Ace Attorney and just alternating back and forth. Ray says Risk of Rain. And yes, Vera also posted a link tree for any other lurkers. There's a link tree. It has a Discord invite link, my TikTok, YouTube, including an unlisted playlist of VODs, my Twitter. So check those things out if anyone hears me and is interested. Quickity says, see y'all next time. You see you guys on Tuesday. Have an awesome Monday. My Monday's going to be busy. Vera said, yeah, P3 next time. Let's see. Okay, so there we go. Oh, and Quickity doing quote number 1. Yeah, playing with myself, not like that from A Way Out, November 12th, 2020. Crystal says, bye-bye. Little Meg with the hearts. Crystal says, see y'all Tuesday. Crystal with an emote. Yes. Oh, I got to breathe. There we go. I breathed for a moment. So yes, thank you all. I love and appreciate you all. This was so much fun hanging out with you. Thank you for being here. It means the world to me that you would hang out with me. See you all on Tuesday for Persona 3. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.